DeMond moving on the outside, but already coming out. DeMond's going to go under center.
John Mills, your starting left guard in the ball game. Same offensive line as last week. Raiden Vinesbright gets to start a wide receiver. They send him in motion. Play fake. Williams to throw. And there's the completion. Rasheed Williams inside the 40, taken down 32-yard line. A phenomenal first play as the Williams connection is seen again. DeMond to Rasheed for a gain of 28.
Couldn't ask for anything more. When you move the pocket so quickly, it's play action to the left, rolling back out to the right. Easy throw. DeMond could have ran that football. What a great job getting it to Rasheed in the open space and very open.
Yeah, which Williams was going to gain 30 yards was the question. Split tight end, split wide receivers. Jonah Coleman, the lone back in the backfield. DeMond under center, Landon Hatchett here for 1st and 10 at the Davis 33-yard line. Stretch run, Coleman. Huge hole in the middle. Coleman first hits contact at the 20, then motors inside the 20 to the 15-yard line. A gain of 18 yards on the first touch of the day for Jonah Coleman, the national defending running back of the week.
Well, that's what happens when you run zone with the push and the width, as Jonah was patient. He's so good at his jump cut, but he waited for it, cut right back behind the center, but an open gash right through the middle.
Drew Cofield on the stop for UC Davis, but it did not take long for the Dogs to get into the red zone. Handoff Coleman again, runs off to the right side, 10-5 touchdown. 15 yards untouched. Jonah Coleman into the end zone for the 3rd time this season, and the Huskies take 3 plays to march right down the field. 60 yards and a 6-0 lead for the Dogs.
My goodness, this is exactly what you wanted to see from a start. Control the line of scrimmage. Jonah Coleman untouched in that run. Patience. He's so good with his vision with late, but how about the guys up front just opening up an absolute huge window for him?
If it was 2-hand tag, he still would have scored.
Yeah.
And Grady Gross is on for the extra point. Now, hold on. A timeout called by Washington here. Interesting. So a 30-second timeout called by Jed Fish on the extra point with 12:17 to go on the first quarter clock. That's a scoring drive summary presented by Les Schwab Tire Centers. Get more from Les. 3 plays, 60 yards. And all 3 of those plays were explosive. 38 yards, stretch at 28 yards through the air to Rasheed Williams, and then rushing plays of 18 and 15 for Jonah Coleman. A chunky drive, to say the least, Cam.
Well, explosive just from the start. I loved immediately, wanted to see if DeMond could get on the outside. He did early, open space, but Jonah Coleman just picks right back up where he left off from last week.
On for the extra point, placement down, Grady Gross with the kick. It is through. Huskies with a 7-0 lead, 12:17 on the first quarter clock. And with that second touchdown, with that second carry of the game, that 15-yard touchdown run, Jonah Coleman is now over 2,500 career rushing yards. A phenomenal start for him and the Huskies as the Dogs lead UC Davis 7-0. 12:17 to go in the first quarter clock. And we'll continue in a moment after this word from Alaska Airlines.
The official airline of the Washington Huskies is your window to the world. Introducing Atmos Rewards, a new loyalty program by Alaska Airlines and Hawaiian Airlines. It's the #1 airline rewards program, according to U.S. News and World Report, and your invitation to explore over 1,000 global destinations with over 30 airline partners, including oneworld. Go to atmosrewards.com to sign up and start your journey today. That's atmosrewards.com.
Hey, Dog fans, be sure to stock up on your favorite tailgating items at Tailgate Central QFC locations across Puget Sound. Whether you're firing up the grill outside Husky Stadium or enjoying the away games at home, QFC will have your favorite tailgating items ready. Stop by today and see what the Husky tailgate vendors have for you to enjoy. Brought to you by Seattle's Elysian Brewing Company, makers of Space Dust IPA and 30 years of bold flavors and award-winning beers. And by Happy Egg. Visit happyegg.com and look for the yellow carton at a store near you.
At Dick's Drive-In, we understand the need for a pregame fuel-up cheeseburger or the postgame 2 deluxe fried chocolate shake medium Coke and tartar recovery meal. That's why we have your game day hunger covered with delicious burgers, fries, and shakes. Hot fudge sundaes? We've got that too. Treat yourself at one of our 10 locations. Stop by one of our 5 Seattle locations or visit us in Edmonds, Crossroads, Kent, Federal Way, or at our new location in Everett. Dick's Drive-In, a local favorite since 1954.
Tonight's game between Washington and UC Davis is presented by Dick's Drive-In, making delicious memories since 1954.
Also brought to you by UW Medicine, the only health system in Washington that directly connects care with a top-rated medical school and a research powerhouse. UW Medicine, a higher degree of health care. Huskies off to a 7-0 lead less than 3 minutes into the game. Jonah Coleman had 4 rushing touchdowns through the first 5 games last year. He's now got 3 in under 5 quarters this season as we go down to the sidelines with Elise.
Well, yeah, the Doak Walker running back of the week in week 1, and he's off to a great start. You guys, when he broke the tackle on his first carry, you could hear the pads popping. It was loud. And then on his second carry, he goes untouched, and he showed off his explosive speed. This guy looks like he's in incredible shape here to start off this season. And boy, a career high 24 carries last week. What's he going to do this week?
Yeah, good question. But he's got 2 rushes for 33 yards, and I think he's only got like 5 yards after contact. So you got to give some credit to the 5 guys up front as well, because he has sliced and diced his way through all sorts of open holes. And so Washington 7, UC Davis nothing after a 3 and out, and we'll see if the Husky defense can continue some of those explosive plays. Jacob Lane with a quarterback sack on the opening drive, Cam. We'll see what they have coming up here on drive number 2.
No, the edges have been just wonderful so far. I mean, bringing that kind of pressure early in the game. And UC Davis shocked. You have tackles for loss. You have backwards plays to start a drive. It just puts you in motion. It changes how you call plays. You can see it.
Batu awaiting the ball at the 1-yard line, but Michalski drills it again. And Michalski's got a strong leg. He's done a nice job of having a high percentage of his kickoffs going through for touchbacks. And so UC Davis brings the ball back out to the 25-yard line with Huskies leading by a score of 7-0. Of course, first ever meeting between these two teams. Davis does have a bit of a history of knocking off FBS opponents. Last time they did it was 2021 against Tulsa. And back in 2005, they had a big win at Stanford. So they have a history of knocking off some FBS teams, but Dogs off to a good start here today. Pinnock will roll out to the right, being chased, throws, ball batted in the air by McLaughlin and nearly intercepted by Leroy Bryant. He was the closest person to the football, but McLaughlin continues to be a highly active defensive player from the safety spot.
I was going to wonder how long it took before we said Alex McLaughlin, and there he is. He is so, I mean, talking about nose for the football, where to be, his patience, but the intelligence already, high-level football player.
12th career pass breakup in 25 career games for Alex McLaughlin. Second down, 10 to go for UC Davis. Huskies on top 7-0 as they motion running back Jordan Fisher into the backfield. Now Pinnock will go up to the line of scrimmage, try to audible to the center, and they'll share the instructions along the line. Scoop it to Batu on a jet sweep, who brings it near side. Hard hit by Ephesians Prysock, and Takario Davis helped him out. Both corners all over Batu for a short gain of 4. It's 3rd and 6.
Great to see number 7, Ephesians, downhill tackle. At one point, Batu had a corner. You wonder if he was going to plant his foot, get up the field, and Ephesians said, no, no, no. Great tackle by him in open space.
And it's going to be 3rd down and 6 to go. Samote Pepa sprints out of the ball game, and in comes Alenius Davis. And is that Javon Parker for the first time? I believe it is. Or Antario Thompson, rather, is the down lineman. Pinnock backpedals. He tries to throw to the running back, Mateo Perez, out of the backfield. Perez was not looking for the football as it hit his heels, incomplete. Another 3 and out for the Aggies.
Well, that's the last couple throws as Pinnock's been under pressure, but he looks like he wants to get rid of that football very quickly. Guys weren't there. Communication off just a little bit, but that's the pressure that this Husky defense has put on him so far. 6 snaps so far. Jacob Lane with a sack and a QB pressure on that 3rd down play. It's going to be 4th down and 6 to go, and Morrow on to punt it away again. Denzel Boston back at his own 31-yard line. Husky defense in safe mode as Morrow punts the football. End over end kick again, and it's going to trail out of bounds far side of the field, right around the 30-yard line. A good punt from Morrow. A kick of 40 yards with no return. And so Washington will set up at its own 30-yard line with 11:23 to go in quarter number 1. Huskies leading 7-0 here at Husky Stadium. We'll return after this word from your Western Washington Toyota dealers.
Nobody has more all-wheel drive or electrified hybrid choices than Toyota. Now through September 30th, get 3.99 APR financing on a new gas-powered 25 RAV4. Excludes hybrids. Or lease a RAV4 LE with all-wheel drive for $299 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. A negotiable doc fee of up to $200 may be added. Call 1-888-48-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Washington Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Tonight's game between Washington and UC Davis is presented by Dick's Drive-In, making delicious memories since 1954.
Huskies go on offense for the second time today, leading already 7-0 against UC Davis. 11:23 to go in the first quarter, and now in both games so far this year, the Huskies have scored a touchdown on the opening drive. That's great to see. Today's game brought to you by Kohl's. They've got back-to-school styles that'll spoil them at prices that'll spoil you, from jeans and tees to sneakers and more, which means you can do it all without overdoing your budget when you shop at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Dogs were spoiled by Jonah Coleman's impressive 177 yards on the ground in week 1, which is 6th in the nation through the first week of the season, but also #1 in the country among Power 4 running backs. Cam.
Yeah, just incredible start to the season. And I don't want to say it's as expected, but this is the potential that this young man has. Week in and week out, he's easily able to get 100 yards a game. This guy can run it. He can do everything, screen game, but he is physical. You want to see him dominate tonight.
He's out there for series number 2 next to Damon Williams out of the shotgun. 2 into the boundary. Left hash mark 30-yard line. They'll pop it to Raiden Vinesbride on a jet sweep. He motors forward across the 35, takes a hard hit at the 36-yard line. And down he goes for a gain of 6 on the first career reception for Raiden Vinesbride. Rex Connors, All-American safety for UC Davis on the hit. Second down, 3 to go. Vinesbride come out of the ball game. Got Denzel Boston off to the left and Desmond Roebuck off to the right. Snap, handoff, Jonah Coleman, flag flies, and Coleman caught up with from behind by big number 92, Ryan Mayo Jr. on the play. But let's see what the penalty is.
I think we're going to get an offsides on Davis.
Offside. Defense. Number 31. 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
Sam Goligoski was the team sack leader last year, but gets flagged for the second time this year. And it moves the football forward to the 42-yard line. Washington is going to get a fresh set of downs. They're huddled up. Break the huddle here with Roebuck going wide to the left, Denzel Boston in the slot, and 2 tight ends off to the right out of the shotgun. Snap. Williams all day to throw, looking downfield, guns it for Denzel Boston, climbs the ladder, catches, but his foot comes down out of bounds. Up the left sideline, incomplete at the 28-yard line of UC Davis. Drew Cofield in coverage, far side of the field, 2nd and 10.
Well, an unbalanced set. He had 2 tight ends to the right. And you could see Damon a lot of time. There wasn't any pressure at all. He wanted to get Denzel the ball a little bit earlier, but that was thrown out of bounds. in that moment. But I like the way he pressed it down the field. It's one-on-one coverage. It's easy when you throw it up to number 12. Just give him a shot at it.
Second down, you got Boston wide out at the numbers on the left side. Roebuck in the slot here. They'll motion Decker to Graff, handoff Jonah. No, it's Williams who keeps the football, and he gets spun down on the play. Good shoestring tackle by Grant Garrettson, the senior from Dawson, Minnesota, and a Sioux Falls transfer. That's going to be a third down.
Wow. I mean, if DeMond does not pull that football and hands it to Jonah, it's a touchdown. There was nobody on that outside edge. UC Davis was fooled. DeMond felt like he had the crasher, so he pulled it. It was risky, but not bad.
Gain of 1 to the 43-yard line, third down, 9 to go. Huskies facing third down for the first time tonight. Trips that off to the left. Roebuck in motion. Now returns to the left side of the formation. Shotgun snap to Williams. Plenty of protection. Has time. Fires a fastball deep downfield. Corner route to Vinesbright. Catches in the red zone and yanked out of bounds around the 12-yard line. Raiden Vinesbright with a massive reception of 45. Welcome to college football, young man.
Well, you rush 3, and it's just been all day for DeMond. The patience to it. That is a high-angle corner, and to fit between the window of the safety and the far field corner, that ball was thrown perfectly. Number 7, we've been waiting for him last week, but okay, where's this Vinesbright kid? He just showed up real quick.
It was also thrown with Boston and 2 true freshmen in the route as Boston comes in motion. Bootleg out to the right. Williams is going to tuck it and go inside the 10, the 5, and he tumbles forward to the 2-yard line. And they're going to give him a first down at the 1. A run of 11 yards for the electrifying DeMond Williams. First and goal for the Dogs.
Well, he had a chance to go to the flat. Said no. One quick fake. The way he moves his feet, his eyes, shuffles through, almost rolls into the end zone. This kid is fearless, Tony. I know that we're going to say that throughout the year. There are moments where you watch him go, get down, but you don't want to take away that kind of athleticism.
Yeah, Jaden Stanley a bit shaken up on the play for UC Davis, so he's going to limp off the field, and Washington will have first and goal at the 1-yard line. It looked like the Huskies started to huddle up with Jed Fish closer to the sideline, and now the officials are saying back onto the field. Let's keep this thing moving with 8:43 to go in the first quarter, and the Huskies a yard away from taking a 2-score lead. 4 plays to go, 3 feet. Boston and Roebuck off to the left. Decker to Graff that way as well. Quentin Moore on the right side of the formation. Out of the shotgun, Williams. Snap, handoff, Jonah Coleman bullies his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. And Jonah Coleman, with his 4th touchdown run of the season, has helped give Washington a 13-0 lead.
Well, that's called leverage, because at first impact, it's a tie. And then suddenly number 1 goes, I'm just a little bit lower than you, and continues and pushes his way into the end zone.
He's going out of the sidelines with Elise.
It's sort of ironic that Jonah Coleman at 5'9" is giving the too small signal to the defense, but hey, he's true. He's very accurate.
There's different ways of being big, and Jonah Coleman is big in some very, very obvious ways. Those muscles, those tree trunk thighs, those shoulders. And the extra point from Grady Gross. Washington 14, UC Davis nada. 8:28 to go in the first quarter. And the Huskies off to a fantastic start here in Seattle tonight. Time out on the field. We'll take it as well and return after this word from your local station. This is Husky Football.
Whether you're cleaning up to host a backyard game day party or just powering through your fall projects, you can count on the performance of Steel. From blowers to chainsaws, Steel tools are built to go the distance. With legendary quality and real dealer support, you'll find the right tool and the right team for every job. Steel, proud supporter of your Washington Huskies.
Tony Castricone here. One of life's great hassles is uprooting everything you own and moving. But as someone who's moved more times than I can count, I've discovered the #1 moving hack that changes everything. You know what it is? Just call Airvan Moving. I've used them multiple times, cannot recommend them highly enough. Don't try to do it yourself, and don't go the cheap route with literally all of your most prized possessions. Go with the best in the business, the movers the Huskies and I trust. Airvan Moving. Get a free quote online at airvanmoving.com. That's airvanmoving.com.
Hey, Hey, Husky fans! Did you know you're on the doorstep of a great Alaska adventure? Set sail from Seattle with Holland America, the Alaska vacation experts. They've been sharing the wonders of the Great Land for nearly 80 years. Experience magnificent glaciers, guaranteed on every Alaska cruise. And watch whales splash in chilly waters with the cruise line that's #1 in Alaska wildlife and wilderness tours. Discover experiences too good to hurry through with Holland America, the official cruise line of Husky Athletics. Go Dogs!
Well, you can experience the best steak in town at Metropolitan Grill. The Met, available for lunch and dinner. Experience the best running back maybe in the Big Ten by watching number 1 for Washington. Jonah Coleman already 4 rushing touchdowns in just 5 quarters of football this season. It took him 5 games to get to 4 rushing touchdowns last year. And he has been off to a torrid start as Washington has a 14-0 lead. And Cam, we've been watching games all day, and we've seen Big Ten teams take care. Ohio State 70, Grambling nothing. You want Washington to have a day like that, and for them to be off to that kind of start, really great sight to see.
Yeah, I mean, no question. You got to see what Nebraska did. They just took down a team that when you have better talent, you have to play like that, though. And right now, Washington said, hey, we're going to come out and start this game with some intensity. And it started on defense from the get-go. And being able to control the line of scrimmage. No doubt, this game not only can get out of control, but you have to dominate an opponent. And right now, that's exactly what the Dogs are doing.
Macholski again off the W in Washington. Drills it through the end zone for a touchback over the head of Batu. And now UC Davis, maybe third time's a charm. We'll see if they're able to generate some momentum, get a first down. So far, it's been all Huskies, 125 yards to -1 for UC Davis, and a 14-0 margin on the scoreboard. So they'll huddle up on the 18-yard line, break out of it, and come up to the 25 where the ball is placed. We'll see Isaiah Ward on one edge, Jacob Lane on the other, Samote Pepa, Bryce Butler, Tai Uiagalelei, the down lineman. They got Alex McLaughlin all the way up in the box with X-Ray Alexander as the linebacker. Out of the shotgun, there's a snap to Pinnock. Play fake, looking downfield, throws into man coverage against Takario Davis, and back shoulder catch up the right sideline, but out of bounds, incomplete. A tough grab made by Samuel Batu. That easily could have been a gain of 20.
Well, when the back shoulder happens, you automatically, you're looking at the corner situation. He's like, oh, I don't want to get beat deep. But that's a one-on-one throw, just waiting for it. It could have, it was close.
Yeah, it could have been interference on Takario Davis as well. Huskies fortunate not to get a flag. Second down, 10 to go from their own 25-yard line. Huskies up 14-0 against UC Davis, less than halfway into quarter number 1. 2 wide receivers off to the left, 1 wide to the right as Caden Pinnock goes out of the shotgun here. They'll motion Ian Simpson inside of the formation, run the ball up the middle. Breaking outside is Fisher, the running back. Finally stood up by Alex McLaughlin, and Buda Al-Ukte, inside linebacker, on the play. It's going to be third down.
It's amazing Fisher got out of that first contact. I don't know where he was able to squirm through there, and then bounces out. And then guess who's there for that cleanup tackle, number 12. I mean, he is just everywhere.
Gain of 2 on the play, 3rd and 8 to go. Buda Al-Ukte is kind of hanging out at the second level with X-Ray Alexander as the linebackers on this situation, and McLaughlin is here on the near side of the formation, almost in man coverage as they'll snap it to Pinnock, rolls out to the right, throws downfield, incomplete, just missed Batu, who was open, had a step on Takario Davis for a moment, incomplete. Now flag flies.
I think we're going to get a late hit.
Yeah, Pinnock's on the ground right now.
Yeah, just is he rolling to the outside, coming through.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense, number 10. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
That's X-Ray Alexander, transfer from Idaho and UCF, who's a really productive defensive player, but that flag right there will be the first down of the game for UC Davis.
You can see the way Pinnock gets up and he's holding his shoulder. That's just one of those hits where referees have to make a judgment call on when the ball is released, if you have a step or how far it is, but was enough for the official to say that's a flag.
All right, so Pinnock is going to stay in the ball game. Looks like Ontario Thompson is going to be the down lineman, along with Elenius Davis. Isaiah Ward and Jacob Lane will rush off the edges. Pinnock to throw through the fingertips of Batu. Incomplete. Leroy Bryant there in coverage on the out route, 2nd and 10.
Well, it's sticky coverage, but ball's on time. He's got to make the catch there. But just even if there is a moment where UC Davis can put the ball, Husky is just right there, not only in coverage, but within just an arm's reach of making a tackle.
Husky's going to go bigger here as the nickel man, Leroy Bryant, comes out. They substitute him with 350-pound Samote Pepa, nose guard right over the ball here for 2nd down and 10 to go. Pinnock out of the shotgun. Running back is Carter Vargas in the ball game. He's in the backfield on the right hip of Pinnock. Snap, hand off Vargas. Hole in the middle. And he gets past midfield, shakes out of Ephesians. Prysock grasp at the 40, the 30. Bullies through Luke at the 25 and out of bounds, left sideline, 22-yard line. Wow, Carter Vargas with a massive gain of 36. And that did not look good for the Husky defense.
Well, what happens is this, it happened a couple times last week versus Colorado. You overload one direction, and then that means that you have to have your safety help. Both Ephesians misses it. McEllisteen misses that open field tackle. You miss there. There's the big gain.
And off Vargas. Vargas gets hit by defensive lineman Elenius Davis and motors forward for a gain of 3 to the 20-yard line there. 2nd down and 7 to go. And Vargas, I think, calling to come out of the game now. A little bit winded, but you're right. McEllisteen nearly took down Vargas on the play, on the previous play, but Vargas leapt right over him on the diving tackle attempt. Now in the backfield, it's Winston Williams, who's a tight end. Batu is crouched low as well. Shotgun, play fake on the jet sweep. Pinnock in trouble. Lasso to the ground by Isaiah Ward, who just gobbled up the quarterback and smacked him down for a sack, the 9th of his career. It's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, there's a moment where Pinnock was thinking he could spin out of it, and then 91 just wrapped him up and reverse suplex into the ground.
3rd and 15 to go. Pinnock quickly back into the formation. He looks over on a check with me. He's going to get the play. 4 receivers off to the right from the left hash mark 28-yard line of Washington territory. Huskies with a 14-0 lead midway through the first quarter here. Pinnock out of the gun. Crouches low, claps his hands, takes a knee-high snap, rolls out to the right, plants, fires left side, nearly intercepted. Ephesians Prysock jumped in between the ball, intended for Samuel Batu, got both hands on it, and is frustrated he didn't come up with his interception.
Tony, it is so good to see Ephesians playing sticky coverage like that. That's man coverage. Batu's on the right side. They're going to run him on a drag from right to left. Ephesians runs with him. That's not a zone switch off. He was right there, and you're right. He was upset. He wanted that interception, and my great coverage.
McEllisteen was upset too. He had his hands on his helmet. He wanted that interception for his brother. As Hunter Ridley is on for the field goal attempt from the left hash mark. 46-yard kick is on the way. It's up, and it's good. And UC Davis is on the board with a 46-yard field goal attempt, which matches a career long for Hunter Ridley, the transfer from UNLV. And with 5:35 to go in the first quarter, Washington's lead has been trimmed to 11. The score, Huskies 14, UC Davis 3. Timeout on the field, and we'll take it as well. We'll return after this from your Northwest Chevy dealers.
Pack up though, because Chevy SUVs have the capability to take you to some incredible places, like an adventure in the middle of... In the Equinox Active, an SUV that will help you get away with confidence, or head off for a night in Chevy Traverse with all the tech you need to stay connected, while the undeniable value of Chevy Trax will keep you moving from here to way over here. Get to all the places you want to be with Chevy SUVs.
See your Northwest Chevy dealer.
Raise a glass to the dogs with the new Husky Craft Pack. Brimming with Pacific Northwest flavor, enjoy a lineup of amazing local brews and ciders at Husky Stadium. Georgetown Brewing, run by dogs who make sure you have darn tasty beer. Two Town Cider, crafted in the Pacific Northwest since 2010. And Seattle's Elysian Brewing Company, makers of Space Dust and 30 years of bold flavors and award-winning beers. Get the greatest of local beers all season long at the greatest setting in college football. Please drink responsibly.
For years, everyone thought Verizon had the best network, because they did. But now the best mobile network in the U.S. is T-Mobile. T-Mobile's network has the most advanced 5G, with more towers, and their signal reaches further than ever. So you can text and Insta-talk and say, "You won't believe where I am."
T-Mobile has the best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H 2025. See T-Mobile.com/network.
Tonight's game between Washington and UC Davis is presented by Dick's Drive-In, making delicious memories since 1954.
UC Davis goes 8 plays, 47 yards to get on the board with a 45-yard field goal. Washington 14, UC Davis 3. And it was a penalty on third down that really extended that drive.
Yeah, a penalty where you got to roughen the passer on Caden Pennick. It was a late hit in that moment, just extended it. And then there was another big run on the outside by Carter Vargas, who really exploded. But then the defense shored up inside, just close to the red zone, stopped it, got another sack. You had just good when you needed to in the moment. The defense stopped it. Although UC Davis picks up a field goal, it's a good job by the defense to stop them out of the end zone.
Husky fans want to support the team just by paying your phone bill? Well, you can switch to Husky Mobile today at gohuskymobile.com, powered by T-Mobile. So on to kick it away will be Isaac Mancera, wearing number 41. He'll do kickoff duty for UC Davis here. The Dogs are sending back Adam Muhammad again, along with Jonah Coleman. Muhammad looked good on kick returns last week against Colorado State. Had several that were impressive. This one, a short kick, grabbed at the 20-yard line by Decker DeGraff. He lowers the shoulder and trudges forward to the 31. Short return of 11 yards for DeGraff, and a flag flies at the end as well.
Well, it looks like UC Davis did not want to. They watched enough film of Adam Muhammad, so we did not want to kick to him.
It's actually kicking team. Number 1. 5-yard penalty added on to the end of the kick. First down.
Yeah, it'd be an offsides on UC Davis. So move it up to the 36-yard line, I believe. Or are they going to put it down to the 37? And that's where Washington will begin its third drive of the ball game. So, Cam, this drive chart's looking pretty good so far. Washington, 3 plays, 60 yards, touchdown. 6 plays, 70 yards, touchdown. What do they do in drive number 3 here? Outgaining UC Davis, 125 to 31. Adam Muhammad in the game at running back, next to DeMond Williams out of the shotgun. Motion Decker DeGraff from right to left. There's a snap, set up a screen. Des Roebuck gets hit right away upon the catch. He falls forward to about the line of scrimmage, 37-yard line. Gain of nothing for the freshman. His second down, 10 to go for the Huskies, leading 14-3.
You know, I like the call, trying to get the freshman involved very quickly, get the ball out into the flat, the quick screen. Just a heck of a play on the inside, beating both blocks, making a quick tackle.
Credit for a gain of 1 officially to the 38. Huskies have it right hash mark. Raiden Vinesbright and Roebuck, a couple of true freshmen in the formation into the boundary. Play fake. Williams drops back all day to throw. Now rolling out to the left. Takes off and goes. 40, 45, and out of bounds at the first down marker, 47-yard line. 9-yard scramble for DeMond Williams, who continues to pile up the stats and send the Huskies closer to UC Davis territory.
I mean, it's just unfair, Tony. It really is. You can shore it up from the backside. You can make sure you have great coverage down the field. Your rush lanes are okay. And if he just has a whisker of an edge, it's gone. And there it is. You can see it picks up the first down without even contact at all.
College Game Day they had about 10 minutes worth of coverage of the best quarterbacks in the country this morning and did not include number 2 in purple and gold. I think that'll change by the end of the year. Williams under center, handoff Adam Muhammad, starts right and then decides to continue to go right despite the wall in front of him. And if there's a wall, just run through it for a gain of 4. The muscular Adam Muhammad into Aggie territory for 2nd down and 6.
There's nothing better than having 4 yards in a cloud of dust, although it's just rubber pellets now, but there's just a poof of watching 24 push after impact. 4 yards is fantastic.
Denzel Boston wide to the left out at the numbers 50-yard line, and Des Roebuck in the slot. 2nd down. Williams will keep it. Pull in the middle, and he takes a hit and spins down to the 40-yard line. A lightning quick gain of 8 for DeMond Williams, but there is a yellow hanky on the field at the line of scrimmage.
I don't want to say it looks like a hold, but it smells like a hold. Just that action to Adam Muhammad moves the pocket, but you can see DeMond, those are those quarterback holds where he does a great ride fake trying to get the defense to move around, then hits it downfield. We were talking about making sure he doesn't have a ton of hits, but that's a big physical inside run.
So what was 2nd and 6 becomes 2nd and 16. Huskies break out of the huddle, trip set off to the left. Boston is wide that way. Roebuck motions from left to right. Shotgun snap to Williams. They send a blitz. Throw over the middle. Caught by Roebuck across midfield. And he's yanked down to the 46, maybe the 45-yard line. 3 yards shy of the 1st down. But a nice baker's dozen ripped off there by Desmond Roebuck, a true freshman from Arizona.
I really love those efficient routes. Those are those 5-7-yard sit routes where you find a hole in the zone and the ball's out. It's all about timing. Get the ball to the freshman. Let him make him move. I mean, he's not freshman quick. He's like Big Ten receiver quick, watching that young man.
3rd down and 3. Handoff Muhammad. Stretch run to the right. Breaks a tackle. Stays on his foot. No, it's DeMond Williams who kept the ball himself. I was following the running back, and meanwhile, DeMond Williams is just trotting downfield for a gain of 13.
I'm watching the whole thing going, isn't that number 2? I mean, did you keep it? Did I get it?
Big 92 was tackling Adam Muhammad because he thought he had the ball too, Elise.
Well, guys, and the crowd was faked out. Absolutely. There was a lot of oohs as I think they followed Adam Muhammad as well. And then Desmond springs out with it.
DeMond Williams, rather. Yeah. We got Dez's and Desmonds and DeMonds. And there's a snap to DeMond. Throws to Denzel Boston, who catches at the sticks for a gain of 10 on the play. He's driven out of bounds, far sideline, 22-yard line. And the Huskies continue to just rip off chunks of yardage. That's 10 more for Denzel Boston, who's over 1,000 yards in his career now as a receiver. Denzel Boston, 76 catches, 1,002 yards. He got there quicker than Roma Dunse as far as number of receptions. So big play receiver Denzel Boston on the play. 1st down to the 21-yard line. Huskies with the football, leading 14-3. Play fake, fire near side, catch by Boston while being smacked by Drew Cofield on the tackle. Did a great job to hold on to the football to 15 and gain of 6.
Now, those are arm strength throws. You don't get a chance to see it, but he's on the far left hash, and that ball comes out with speed. The way Denzel just goes up and grabs it, breaks a tackle, he scores a touchdown there. But that's just trusting big number 12. It's a matchup size. He's 6'4". You just give it to your big guy on the outside.
Huskies going to go 12 personnel here as they bring Raiden Vinesbright out of the ball game. Bring in Quentin Moore, split wideout, split tight ends. Adam Muhammad, the lone back. Snap, handoff, left side. Muhammad chopped down at the line of scrimmage. Good pursuit by UC Davis as they were able to get a couple players right up there at the line of scrimmage. Kalani Riddick, one of them. Third down, 4 to go. Huskies up 14-3 on UC Davis. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Des Roebuck will motion left to right and join true freshman Raiden Vinesbright on the right side of the formation. Snap Williams, handoff Muhammad, stiff arm, nearly broke a shoestring tackle to get into the end zone, but got tripped up at the 8-yard line. Gain of 7 for Adam Muhammad. Rex Connors, the All-American, saved the touchdown for now, but it'll be 1st and goal for the Dogs.
Wow, you could just see Adam, he wanted to high knee that thing a little bit, a.k.a. old school Roger Craig.
Final play of the first quarter, snap to Williams, dances in the pocket, now takes off and goes, and a flag flies from the secondary as Williams is tripped up after a gain of 1 on the play. So we got 3 zeros on the first quarter clock, but let's listen into referee Matt Pikowski and see what the call is going to be.
There's no foul on the play. That's the end of the first quarter.
Right. And it'll be 2nd and goal for Washington at the other end of the field when we continue in a moment. Washington 14, UC Davis 3. Great start for the Huskies. We'll see if they get a 3rd touchdown after this word from San Juan Seltzer.
Thank you, Husky fans, for making locally made San Juan Seltzer the Pacific Northwest's #1 craft spike seltzer. This season, try new 5% ABV San Juan Hard Lemonades, too. With less sugar and the perfect balance of sweetness and zest. Choose from lemonade, dark cherry, mango, and wild strawberry flavors. So the next time you're out shopping for that pregame or tailgating event, be sure to include a 12-pack of new San Juan Hard Lemonade. Go Dogs, and please enjoy responsibly.
Hey Dog fans, be sure to stock up on your favorite tailgating items at Tailgate Central QFC locations across Puget Sound. Whether you're firing up the grill outside Husky Stadium or enjoying the away games at home, QFC will have your favorite tailgating items ready. Stop by today and see what the Husky tailgate vendors have for you to enjoy. Brought to you by Mission Foods. Mission inspires you to enjoy food, creating memorable moments with friends and family. Mission, make today delicious. And by San Juan Seltzer, the best local spiked seltzer. Taste the difference.
At Les Schwab, we've been changing the tire game for more than 70 years. Our Go the Extra Mile service means more hustle, less hassle. We design our own exclusive tires to give you more tires made for the road you drive, less compromise. All backed by America's best tire warranty, included with every tire we sell. We're talking more unbeatable tire warranty, less charging you extra, like the other guys. It's why you get more from less. Book an appointment at leschwab.com.
Tonight's game between Washington and UC Davis is presented by Dick's Drive-In, making delicious memories since 1954.
Andrew Allison back inside the network studios getting you the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Angel. The Winds with Washington leading UC Davis 14-3 at the end of the first. We're only going to get you one game. Arizona State, the 12th ranked team in the nation, kicked a field goal to take a 2017 lead on the road against Mississippi State, but they left the Dogs some time.
Traore, the tight end, in motion, slot right. Throw it. Chapin throws touchdown. Right side. Thompson catches it inside the numbers 20. Angling left 10. 5. Touchdown. Brennan Thompson. Wow. Davis Wade Stadium explodes as the Bulldogs go back in front thanks to a bomb to Brennan. 23-20, Mississippi State with 30.
And that would be 24-20, the final. Let's throw it back to Tony Caminolese.
Yeah, more cowbell after that touchdown, I'm sure, in Starkville. And ASU goes down. That's pretty impressive upset there for Mississippi State. Meanwhile, Huskies trying to punch it in here with a 14-3 lead on UC Davis. 15 minutes here on the second quarter clock. Marching from right to left, Dogs facing 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line. Washington outgaining UC Davis 190-31 so far. 10 first downs to 2 for the Aggies. Adam Muhammad in the backfield next to Damon Williams out of the shotgun. Takes the knee-high snap, play fake throws, lobs it back in the end zone. Just too tall for Des Roebuck, incomplete. Off maybe the fingertip, but that was thrown a little bit high for Des Roebuck, who's just 5'11".
Just a little bit of play action that wanted to hold the safety. You're right, Damon, put it in a high spot, smart spot to put it, only where your wide receiver could potentially get it.
Empty set here with Muhammad wide to the right, out at the numbers. Williams out of the gun, looks to the right, taps the side of his helmet. 3rd down, goal to go. Takes a snap. Blitz coming, runs straight up the middle, jukes a man and walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Damon Williams. That is a plant and a cut that only a few in the country have, and Damon Williams Williams knifes his way into the end zone. It's 20-3 Dogs.
There are so many quarterbacks in the country that would panic. They bring pressure. UC Davis blitzes the outside safety. There's nobody back there. Damon waits. He goes, oh no, and just makes two guys miss on the inside in the plant and the cut. This is different, Tony. Number 2 is different, folks. It's big time.
We saw it a lot last week. We're seeing it more this week. And the Huskies have a special quarterback in true sophomore Damon Williams Jr. The kick on the way from Grady Gross is through. He's now 101 for 101 in his college football career. Grady is good again. 21-3. Washington leads UC Davis. 14:51 to go in the second quarter. A check of the scoring drive summary presented by Les Schwab Tire Centers. Get more from Les. 12 plays, 63 yards. A little more methodical this time down the field. Damon Williams, an 8-yard touchdown run, and the Dogs are rolling against UC Davis by 18. 21-3 the score. We'll continue in a moment after this word from your local station. This is Husky Football.
When Seattle weather hits hard, Mitsubishi Electric Heating and Air Conditioning hits back with powerful performance that keeps your home perfectly comfortable, no matter the season. From icy mornings to smoky summer afternoons, Mitsubishi Electric ductless systems deliver powerful heating and cooling fast. Ready to upgrade your home comfort? Go now to ductlesshomecomfort.com to connect with your local Mitsubishi Electric Pro, trained to the highest standards. Don't wait. Comfort starts at ductlesshomecomfort.com.
It's Sati back here. King LASIK and K2 Vision RLE have freedom vision for every stage of life. LASIK and EVO ICL from King LASIK gives freedom from glasses and contacts. Refractive lens exchange from K2 Vision RLE adds freedom from readers and cataracts. Dr. Kapstein, Dr. King, two of the most experienced vision correction surgeons in the country. So schedule your free Zoom consultation now at freedomvision.com. King LASIK and K2 Vision RLE, proud supporters of the Huskies. Find out more, freedomvision.com.
Hey, Dick Fahan here. Football season's here, and Hyder Construction is here for it. Northwest born and bred, bleeding purple and gold, and built to handle Seattle weather. My friend Ron Hyder takes roofing as seriously as dog fans take Apple Cup trash talk. So when the skies open up like the Coug secondary this fall, be ready with a new roof from Hyder. The dogs of dry. Give them a call today for a free no-obligation estimate so you can be ready for whatever Mother Nature throws at us this fall. 425-771-3515 and HyderConstruction.com.
We're back in Seattle, Washington. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. Huskies up 21-3 on UC Davis. 14:51 to go, early second quarter. Today's game brought to you by Kohl's. They've got back-to-school styles that'll spoil them and prices that'll spoil you. From jeans and tees to sneakers and more, which means you can do it all without overdoing your budget when you shop at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. 198 yards of total offense for Washington compared to 31 for UC Davis. We got Batu back to return his kick once again. Samuel Batu, 5'10", senior from Temecula, California. Tried to get the ball to him a couple of different times in formations offensively, as they've got him lined up as a wide receiver and was a big target in their win at Utah Tech a week ago. This is a shorter kick, and Batu will take it at the 8-yard line. Brings it across the numbers, the 20, the 30, and finally knocked down there by Leroy Bryant on special teams. Let's go down to the sidelines with Elise.
Well, guys, after that touchdown run from Damon Williams, where the cutback just electric, he's sitting over on the bench with Jed Fish going over the iPad. And what were they looking at? Not the touchdown, but they were looking at the play before that, the incompletion, and just looking at it and going through. They both smiled and pointed, and they're always trying to pick something up and learn going forward.
No doubt. Meanwhile, UC Davis goes back on offense with a lot to try to figure out themselves. 1 of 7 throwing the football for just 4 yards through the air. Huskies go with 5 down linemen here, with Bryce Butler right over the ball. It's like Armand Parker is in the ball game, making his Husky debut. There's a snap to Pinnock. He's going to loft it downfield. Intercepted by Takario Davis. A diving INT for the Arizona transfer. He picks it off for the Dogs with a takeaway. We'll have it going the other way, the 38-yard line.
Folks, I want to tell you how good this is. Batu has him beat on the inside. The play action is perfect. Pennick tries to read it. Slow plays the throw. The under speed and reach of Takario to go inside and get that football was incredible.
The closing speed was phenomenal. Now, he's very slow to get up. I think he may have landed on the football here and either knocked the... Well, he didn't. He landed on his side, and he's in some pain as he's walking off the field under the assistance of some trainers right now. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Husky football from Learfield. Huskies go back on offense from their own 38-yard line. 21-3 the lead. Damon Williams out of the shotgun. Jonah Coleman back in the game at running back. Williams takes a snap. Pressure coming and blitzing off the edge. Kalani Riddick able to knock down the football. He forced a fumble last week against Utah Tech. He gets a pass breakup there to force 2nd and 10.
Well, we were asking for 2 takeaways. There's number 1 to start on it. And a first down play, it looked like it was going to be a big throw. The ball was underthrown, but it didn't matter. And now you come right back out on offense. You just have to go right down the field. Devon, what a great drive on the previous. This time he can't let off the throttle.
Also just hope it doesn't cost you Takario Davis, because definitely seemed to be in some pain there. Split wideout, split tight ends on 2nd down. Handoff goes Jordan Washington this time. He comes in for his first carry of the ball game, but loses a yard on the play because Nate Ricina just sliced in across the line there to come up with a tackle for loss, and it's going to be 3rd and 11.
Nowhere to go for Jordan. I mean, as soon as he got that handoff, it was down.
Takario Davis being looked at on the sideline right now, and it looked like he came down maybe on his elbow.
Yeah.
Huskies 4 for 4 on 3rd down today. Let's see what they do here. Leading 21-3, 1 minute into the 2nd quarter. There's a snap. Williams, plenty of protection. Fires a fastball over the middle. It's caught by Des Roebuck. First down for Washington across midfield to the 47 of UC Davis. Desmond Roebuck, gain of 16.
That looked like a 7-on-7 play. I mean, it was rushing 3 from Davis. He had all day long. Probably could have taken off and run with it too, but just patience. Finds the dig route. How about these freshmen, Tony, wide receivers?
Yeah. Cole Batson, Boston College transfer on the tackle. Williams goes under center here for 1st and 10. Handoff Jonah Coleman. Lowers the shoulder across the 45 to the 44-yard line. A gain of 3 for the Husky All-American candidate, Jonah Coleman. 4 rushes for 38 yards today and 2 touchdowns already as the Huskies lead 21-3. 2nd down, 7 to go. Coleman stays in the ball game with Des Roebuck wide to the right, Denzel Boston off to the left. Split tight ends here with Williams under center. Play action fake from the 50, fires over the middle, snap pattern caught by Denzel Boston at the 33-yard line, a gain of 15.
2 tight ends, that is just slants and flats. 2 tight ends line up in solos. Tight ends run the flats, 5-yard slant routes, and that ball is right on time to number 12. Beautiful play.
Arithmetic not so good. A gain of 11 that time for Denzel Boston. First down as they go with the same formation here. And now they'll bring Boston to the edge of the formation. Handoff Jonah Coleman. Well blocked as he breaks a tackle. Bowls over an Aggie inside the 25. And down to the 23-yard line. A gain of 10 for Jonah Coleman. Man, every single time. I mean, it takes some guts to square up against number 1.
Yeah, I don't even like the idea of thinking about it. Getting down there that low. You can see every time someone sees him in the open space, his center of gravity, Tony, it's just, I don't even know how you get lower than his shoulder pads.
Yeah, well, that 5'9" stature, an advantage for him in this position. They're going to say it's a gain of 9. 2nd and 1 to go. They'll throw a fade route to Boston and mistimed it incomplete as Williams got rid of the football and Denzel Boston not able to get his hands on it. So it'll be 3rd down and 1 to go, Elise.
Guys, good news on Takario Davis. He was down. They were looking at him, and you mentioned he may have landed on the ball, or it looked like he was having a hard time breathing. They were checking him out. He was on the bench for quite some time, but he's up now, helmet on, and seems to be like he's going to be good to go.
Thank you. That's a good report from Elise down on the sideline. Jonah Coleman, 7.7 yards per carry this year. Takes the handoff on 3rd down and 1. And that play will hurt his average. I don't think he got any yards. It'll be 4th and 1.
I think this is 4-down play, no question, for Washington. At this point, you're going right back after him.
They're going to bring some girth into the ball game as Roebuck, the freshman wide receiver, comes out. You bring in Cade Eldridge, the tight end who lined up as a fullback and got a touchdown last week against Colorado State. Same thing, I formation here with 2 tight ends off to the right. Under center, DeMond Williams on 4th and 1 from the 24. Pitch off to the left. Jonah Coleman got to the edge, the 20, the 15. Bowls over a man at the 10 and driven out of bounds at the 9-yard line. 15 yards on 4th and 1 for Jonah Coleman. 7 rushes, 62 yards. 1st and goal Dogs, leading 21-3.
Well, it's a beautiful call because you design it by putting in Cade Eldridge as your tight end and at fullback. You think you're going to run ISO, old school ISO, reverse pivot out of it and just flip it out to Jonah one-on-one on the outside. Can't stop that.
See if the Huskies just continue to run power here. Play fake. Williams rolling out to the right, looking, surveying, and he'll float it out of bounds. He got all the way to the sideline, ran out of real estate, just had to get rid of it. 2nd down and goal to go.
Yeah, that play showed me a lot of maturity by DeMond. He could have tried to force it in there to Desmond Roebuck, who's on that drag route early. It was close enough in that moment. We've seen quarterbacks try to force it in, throw it back across. He doesn't, throws it out of bounds. Smart job.
10:32 to go, quarter number 2. Huskies ahead 21-3. In game number 2, quick break out of the huddle. Straight under center. There's the snap. Handoff Jonah Coleman. Angling left side. There's touchdown number 3. A hat trick in the first half for Jonah Coleman. His 5th touchdown run of the season. And the Huskies are running away from the Aggies 27-3.
It's just so good because you come out of the huddle, you run it quick, snap on the outside, and every time you see Jonah, you're wondering if he's going to get hit in the backfield. He doesn't because the offensive line and everybody on the outside edge is squaring up. UC Davis doesn't have a chance. They're hitting him at 6 yards, and there's nobody on the field right now that knows how to tackle number 1.
260 yards of offense for Washington to just 31 for UC Davis. Grady Gross on for the extra point. The Huskies leading by 24. Make it 25. Got it. Jonah Coleman, 5 rushing touchdowns. Took him 8 games to get last year. He's got 5 through less than 6 quarters this season. And the Huskies rolling past UC Davis. This team, this offense, it is different than it was a year ago. Dogs up 28-3 on the Aggies of the FCS. They'll kick it away to UC Davis when we continue in a moment after this from T-Mobile.
For years, everyone thought Verizon had the best network because they did. But now the best mobile network in the U.S. is T-Mobile. T-Mobile's network has the most advanced 5G with more towers, and their signal reaches further than ever. So you can text and instant talk and say, "You won't believe where I am."
T-Mobile has the best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data 1H 2025. See T-Mobile.com/network.
Husky fans, come experience the purple and gold from the water with Argosy Cruises. Set sail from Carillon Point in Kirkland and cruise to Husky Stadium in true game day style. Grab a drink from the full-service bar, enjoy epic views, and skip the traffic with a sailgating cruise you'll want to repeat every home game. Save 10% on single-game tickets with code HUSKIES at checkout. Book your single-game cruise or season pass now at ArgosyCruises.com.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Northwest Chevy dealer.
Tonight's game between Washington and UC Davis is presented by Dick's Drive-In, making delicious memories since 1954.
Huskies Huskies lead UC Davis 28-3. 10:27 to go in quarter number 2. Check the scoring drive summary presented by Les Schwab Tire Centers. Get more from Les as Washington goes 11 plays, 62 yards, and gets a 4th rushing touchdown on the day, punching it in. Cam, there's a saying that you throw the ball to move it, you run the ball to score it, right? You get into the red zone, you got to punch it in on the ground. And last year, Washington did move the ball effectively between the 20s, but would stall out in the red zone. And yes, it's Colorado State and UC Davis, but last year, Washington had 14 rushing touchdowns in 13 games last year. They've already got 8 rushing touchdowns in the first quarter and a half. Well, game and a half.
It's a testament to the style of what Coach Fish wanted to do. You invest in changing your offensive line. You've done that. You've proved that so far in what we've seen in 6 quarters. Now you then have a running back that you have to know how to use, but then you have a quarterback that runs with his feet. That kind of offense just throws terror into defenses, and now the Big Ten's got to get ready for it.
Macholski's kickoff goes out of bounds. Macholski's had an issue with that. He had 5 kickoffs out of bounds last year at Illinois. That's his 2nd already this season. So UC Davis will go up to the 35-yard line and get good field position here. Today's game brought to you by Janet King, the trusted cleaning and disinfecting partner for businesses throughout Washington. From stadiums to offices and more, Janet King is your essential disinfecting service. Go Huskies. Certainly that's something to clean up for the Dogs as they go back on defense. Having outgained UC Davis 260-31 today. Pinnock out of the shotgun, takes a snap, design run straight up the middle, gets yanked by Isaiah Ward, breaks out of it, and then slides down. Rashawn Clark was able to force him down after a gain of 4 on the play. 2nd and 6 coming up. I
don't know if it was a broken play, but just the move for Cade Pinnock trying to get to the outside. It was a design run, it looked like, and he opens up, gets a good play on that first down.
28-3. Huskies ahead. Let's get some personnel here for the Dogs. Got Isaiah Ward off one edge, Zach Durfee off the other. Ephesians Prysock and Leroy Bryant are your corners in the ball game. Mikel Esteen, Alex McLaughlin in at safety. There's a snap, rolling out to the right. Pinnock looks, fires downfield. It's caught, stepping out of bounds, a tiptoe out of bounds. Is Stacey Dobbins, who led the team with 6 receptions in the win at Utah Tech last week. He gets to the 46-yard line of Washington for a gain of 15.
Certainly that's what the Aggies love to do. They get Pinnock on the outside, like to move the pocket, fake one way, go the other, rolling to his right. Like to throw a lot of those motion plays to create space. Not big on the outside with the wide receivers. They're just not, so they have to try to get him on the crossing routes, get him in open space.
Huskies again lining up. Leroy Bryant in the game at cornerback right now. Sicario Davis not in the ball game after getting a little banged up on the interception. There's the pass to Dobbins up the right sideline, pushed out of bounds by Buda Al-Ukta at the 41-yard line, gain of 5 on the screen. 2nd down, 5 to go. UC Davis down to the Washington 41-yard line, trying to get more points on the board, trailing Washington 28-3. This Davis team, road warriors to open up the season, opening with 3 straight road games for the first time since 2006. They're only the 6th FCS team to open with 3 straight road games in the last 20 years. Went all the way to Montgomery, Alabama for a game that didn't count, then played at Utah last week before coming up to the Northwest here tonight to take on the Huskies. Pinnock out of the shotgun, trips that off to the left. There's a snap. Pinnock rolling to the left, chased by Jacob Lane. Lane trying to hem him in. Pinnock is going to unload the football left side. Incomplete, just chucked it to the Husky bench. Did well to get rid of the football. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 to go for UC Davis. But Lane with his 2nd QB pressure in addition to a sack tonight.
Well, Cade Pinnock is fast, right? And that should tell you how good Jacob Lane is in space. Number 48 goes step for step with him in that moment.
And it looks like we got a hold on the defense.
Oh, boy.
Against Rashawn Clark, possibly. Man.
It's been 2 penalties, Tony. It's really kept the drives alive for them.
That's right. Yeah, that's how they're extending their drives, is with defensive penalties. Yeah, they've got a kicker with a solid leg, so they're back into field goal range here at the Washington 31-yard line. Zach Durfee on one edge, Jacob Lane on the other. Terrio Thompson, Elenius Davis. Looks like Armand Parker, the down lineman here for the Huskies. Pinnock out of the shotgun, takes a snap, looks to the far side of the field, throws over the shoulder of Ephesians Prysock, who was not turned to the football, and the flag flies. It's incomplete as it's intended for Samuel Batu, but it's probably going to be a penalty on Ephesians Prysock. That 6 flags thrown on him last year.
Pass interference. Defense, number 7. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Every time you see a back shoulder throw and you're in contact, I mean, Ephesians is in great position. The problem is that he's long. He gets out, sticks his arm, and extends it into contact. I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at that. It's a tight call.
I'm not sure it was actual contact there, but
just not enough where I think that's a flag.
Trip set off to the left. UC Davis into the red zone. Huskies up 28-3. Pinnock out of the gun, and now they'll motion Mitchell Dixon, the tight end, from left to right. Whistle and another flag and an infraction on UC Davis. It's coming back.
Offense, number 70. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Eli Simonson, 6 foot, 295-pound senior from Nebraska, is the guilty party. Left tackle, jumped early. Good to see Armand Parker out there for this Washington defense. We'll talk about a kid that's been through it. He has been in his 4th year in the program. He watched his twin brother Javon play from a young age. He's been through so many injuries and now making his Husky debut tonight. And Parker pointing at another UC Davis lineman that jumps.
I'd say the crowd is creating a little bit of pressure.
Number 70. 5-yard penalty. Makes first down.
And that's a senior offensive lineman. That is a seasoned veteran that's been playing quite a long time. I'm going to tell you that is a misprint, Tony. He is 6'6", not 6 foot tall.
Well, whatever he is, he's got to stay set.
Yeah.
For this next play here. It's down to the sideline with Elise.
Well, guys, this is the 4th straight play that a penalty has been called.
Yeah.
And the Prysock PI was right in front of me. There was absolutely no contact on the initial play. It was when the ball got tipped up. After that, there was contact made, but that should not have been a PI.
Yeah, I agree with you seeing the replay, Elise. And now UC Davis calls a timeout here with 8:01 to go in the second quarter. Huskies still up 28-3 on UC Davis. Washington has not been stopped yet. The Husky offense has had 4 drives, 4 touchdowns, 3 plays 60 yards, 6 plays 70 yards, 12 plays 63 yards, 11 plays 62 yards. What you might notice about that is none of those drives are over 70 yards. They've had good field position throughout. The defense has forced 2 3-and-outs and also come up with an interception. There's just 1 field goal drive that was extended by defensive penalties, and now kind of a comparable situation with UC Davis having the ball at the Washington 26. Pinnock in an empty set. He goes out of the shotgun. Bryce Butler in the game at nose tackle, right over the center. Taitai Uyunglele and Armand Parker, the down lineman as well. Durfee and Lane off the edges. Snap to Pinnock, fakes a pitch. Now he's going to fire to the near side. It's caught, stepped out of bounds. They didn't blow the whistle. And he runs forward inside the 20. This ball should be down around the 26-yard line.
Oh, at least. And Mateo Perez, number 19, he just stepped out of bounds.
And they are marking it at the 26-yard line, which is the right, but they didn't blow the whistle in time.
Yeah, he just maybe at that moment didn't know where he was on the field, but...
So, second down. They got to get to the 6. This is 2nd and 20 here for UC Davis. Husky crowd trying to come to the defense of the defense. Keep this team out of the end zone. Play fake. Hits Batu. A little shallow crosser, and he's pushed out of bounds near side by Leroy Bryant at the 21-yard line. A gain of 5, 3rd and 15 coming up for the Aggies. 7:14 to go second quarter. Huskies 28-3 over UC Davis in an impressive second game of the year. See what the defense can dial up here. Could use a havoc play. Already got a couple of sacks tonight. One interception by Takario Davis, who was shaken up on the play. He's out of the ball game for the moment. Leroy Bryant is playing the corner opposite of Fusion's Prysock. Bennett claps his hands, takes a snap. Huskies blitz, throw over the middle. It's caught by the tight end, and he breaks the tackle to get inside the 10 and down to the 5-yard line. Alex McLaughlin and McKell Dean, the two safeties, able to prevent the touchdown for now. But the Huskies threw the kitchen sink at the freshman quarterback, and he stayed poised to hit his tight end, Mitchell Dixon, number 17.
Number 11, Mitchell Dixon, the senior, mostly the blocking tight end, came in as a quarterback and then converted over to tight end. It's just you zero blitzed it. So you brought both inside guys, you created pressure, and you had man coverage. But then when you zero blitz, somebody's in the hot route. Cade Pinnock finds number 11, Mitchell Dixon.
All right, let's see if the Huskies get a goal line stand here. First and goal for UC Davis at the 4-yard line. Pinnock out of the shotgun. Carter Vargas on his right hip. Snap. Pinnock keeps the ball, throws, checks down to the tight end, Ian Simpson, who gets into the end zone. Touchdown, UC Davis. His second catch this season. This one a touchdown from 4 yards out. And UC Davis finds the end zone for the first time tonight. It's 28-9 Washington.
Well, moving the pocket, finding two big plays by their tight end, Ian Simpson, the second one, Mitchell Dixon, the first one. This all goes back, Tony, to that one penalty. Fusion's Prysock was just, that's an unfortunate thing. I don't think it was a very good call, but either than that, you had him at first and 20. And then suddenly was able to convert.
All right, let's go down to the sideline, Elise. I think they're going to look at this.
Yeah, I think so. Down here on the field, I thought it was very close to the score, the knee going down before the ball crosses the end zone for the touchdown. It was very close. He was stumbling and kind of bumbling, and I think they're going to look to see if that knee hits before the ball crosses the goal line.
At the very least, the ankle does, and that counts as down. It's a close shave instant replay brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Why pay more for gels when Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave? Choose Barbasol, a quality shave and trusted value.
I think you're going to line him up about, what, a ball width short?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
After review, the runner's shin hit the ground before breaking the goal line. The ball will be placed at the half-yard line for the second down.
Referee Matt Pikowski there with the pronouncement. And so the Huskies got a chance to keep him out here. Let's see if this dog defense can dial up a TFL. Second and goal at the 1-foot line. Samote Peppa comes in to line up right over the football. Pinnock is out of the shotgun. He's got Mateo Perez as his running back on his right hip. Now they'll bring Batu into the backfield. Line him up as the halfback. Perez will go off to the left. Snap. Scoop it to Perez, who leans his way in. Did he get in? Yes, touchdown. UC Davis. They did a little pop pass to Perez, who lined up off to the left. They brought him in motion on a jet sweep action, and he kind of sliced his way into the end zone to give UC Davis those 6 points anyway. So the score is indeed 28-9. An extra point coming up for the Aggies. Hunter Ridley on for the PAT. He's missed 4 out of 96 in his career. 92 for 96. So let's see what occurs here. Kick on the way. Good. 28-10. 5:28 to go in the second quarter. And 8-play, 65-yard drive. And again, defensive penalties, Cam, seem to be the thing that continues to give these opportunities to the opponent. As the Dogs, with a 28-10 lead, will get the football back against UC Davis when we continue after this word from QFC.
Hey, Dog fans, be sure to stock up on your favorite tailgating items at Tailgate Central QFC locations across Puget Sound. Whether you're firing up the grill outside Husky Stadium or enjoying the away games at home, QFC will have your favorite tailgating items ready. Stop by today and see what the Husky tailgate vendors have for you to enjoy. Brought to you by Nature's Own Perfectly Crafted Buns, the perfect bun for any tailgate. And by Chateau Saint Michelle, Washington's founding winery and proud wine partner of Husky football. Go Dogs!
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
The official airline of the Washington Huskies is your window to the world. Introducing Atmos Rewards, a new loyalty program by Alaska Airlines and Hawaiian Airlines. It's the #1 airline rewards program, according to U.S. News and World Report, and your invitation to explore over 1,000 global destinations with over 30 airline partners, including oneworld. Go to atmosrewards.com to sign up and start your journey today. That's atmosrewards.com.
Welcome back to Husky Stadium. Washington 28, UC Davis 10. 5:28 to go in the second quarter. I think the crowd may be a little disappointed that UC Davis just marched down the field and scored. But again, it's just a couple penalties here, a couple things to clean up early in this season. This is not a UC Davis team that's had an easy time getting first downs without those first downs coming on defensive penalties.
Yeah, it's just the extension of a drive. When you have the opportunity to put a team away and you get one opportunity, that's that penalty that extends it. And it's been twice. You had a roughing the passer, gave you a chance to go in for a field goal. And that time, a pass interference that was, I mean, it's a questionable call, Tony, but even in the chance you had the opportunity to stop them in that red zone, and red zone defense, running the football, stopping it when you need to inside those, plus situations. That's what the defense needs to hold teams to field goal opportunities.
Isaac Mancera on to kick it away for UC Davis. Adam Muhammad and Jonah Coleman back to return it for the Huskies. Little pooch kick. It's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A big fist bump from Chris Petrilli, the special teams coach.
That's a win.
He's like, yeah, let's go. As that ball was just immediately missiled out of bounds by UC Davis, which required no skill from Washington to do anything about that. But
we've seen one by our kicking out of bounds, and then so far UC Davis, and like special teams, just giving guys great field position.
Well, the Huskies, 260 yards of offense. They have moved the ball at will today, averaging 8.1 yards per play, and they don't need any shorter of a field than you want to give to them. But once again, Huskies will take the ball to the 35-yard line. They've gone 4 drives, 4 touchdowns so far. We'll see if they can continue that here. In today's game, proudly presented by Dick's Drive-In. It's band day today, and there's 32 high school bands here. They're getting ready to perform on the field at halftime. They're all lining up around the boundary of the field of play here, and Damon Williams goes under center as Kevin Green Jr. is in the ball game as a wide receiver, and we'll have the officials blow the whistle and stop play.
The previous play is under review.
What's there to review?
I think they're reviewing where the football went out.
But if it went out before the 35, then the Huskies could have better field position.
Yes.
So I thought it went out at the 31, but we'll take the review and see if the Huskies get a little bit better field position. It's a close shave instant replay brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Why pay more for gels when Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave?
Ball went out of bounds at the 29-yard line. The ball placed at the 35-yard line. First down.
Yeah, so it wasn't really close, but make sure you choose Barbasol. It's a quality shave and trusted value.
Well, it looked like originally the official spotted it at the 37, so you got 2 yards.
All right. Washington with the ball at the 35. Damon Williams, 9 of 14 today, 137 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Huskies with 4 rushing touchdowns. Kevin Green in motion. Play fake, Williams in trouble. Sets up a screen for Coleman. Blockers in front, 40, 45, 50. Left sideline and yanked out of bounds by the All-American. That's Rex Connors, who saved a touchdown. Up the left sideline to Jonah Coleman, and flags down in the backfield. They might have hit Damon Williams late. Coleman got 23 on the pass.
No question.
Defense, number 1 for a high hit to the quarterback. 15-yard penalty will be added on to the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Kalani Riddick, grad senior from Elk Grove, California, transfer from Southeast Missouri State, flagged on the play.
Devon gets rid of the football, and he's in, it's a shot to the upper body on a quarterback, and that's just officials. It's too easy of a call.
He did a backflip. He got hit so hard, and backwards somersault. And so Williams out of the shotgun, 26-yard line of UC Davis. Huskies up 28-10. Snap, hold it out, hand it off. Jonah Coleman waits behind a blocker and picks up 3 yards on the run down to the 23-yard line. Second down and 7 to go. Jonah Coleman, 9 rushes, 74 yards, 3 touchdowns here in this first half. And continuing to put together what could amount to an All-American candidacy if these sort of numbers continue throughout the year. He has been sensational in helping Washington establish a really potent ground attack. Denzel Boston is wide to the right of the Big Ten logo. As Roebuck in the slot, they set up a screen for Boston, but that ball thrown a little too inside. Boston had to come deeply back to get it, and it's going to be a loss of 1, I think, on the reception. Third down and 8 to go.
No, you're trying to get a quick tunnel screen up the middle. The offensive line couldn't get there in time. Just good recognition by UC Davis to get out there and make that tackle. There just was no time for Denzel to get out of that block.
Call it the line of scrimmage, 23-yard line, so gain of 0. It's going to be third down and 7 for the Dogs. Under 4 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Snap, Williams stays cool, fakes a throw into the flat, now wants to go himself and spins past a defender to get inside the 15. He's hammered down at the 13-yard line, but the elusive Jamon Williams, almost like he's wearing grease as he just slides past defenders to get down to the 13, a gain of 10.
Well, he's in open field, and that's Porter Connors trying to tackle him in open space, no chance, and then shakes, reverse spins, and dives back again. He's taken some hits already, but he is just number 2 is just a different joystick that he's using to play with.
Goes under center for this 1st and 10 play from the 13. Play fake, sets up a throw to the tight end to Graff inside the 10 to the 6-yard line where he's driven out of bounds, gain of 7. For sophomore tight end Decker de Graaf, his first reception of the season and the 20th of his young career. Huskies have not gone to the tight end much today so far, but he's a sure-handed one and sets up second down and 3. Dogs trying to get in for the 5th time today. Here in this first half, leading 28-10. 2:44 to go in the second quarter. Snap, handoff, Jonah Coleman, stretch run off to the right, spin move, up the hash mark, leaps to the end zone, stretches out the football, 2 arms up. Touchdown, Jonah Coleman, a 4th rushing touchdown here in the first half. Jonah Coleman rewriting the record books as the Huskies lead 34-10.
When you see somebody change direction with that kind of acceleration, 2 defensive linemen had him in the works, in the backfield, had no shot. All of them reach. The All-American Rex Connors misses. Number 4, he spins back to the inside. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 in the first half. My goodness.
First Husky to have 4 rushing touchdowns since Dylan Johnson against USC with that epic performance in the Coliseum in 2023. The extra point kick is up and through. Grady Gross helps the Huskies take a 35-10 lead on UC Davis. He's just the 8th player in Husky football history to have 4 rushing touchdowns or more in a game. There's only 3 names above him right now. Irvin Daly with 7 rushing touchdowns in 1919. And then Corey Dillon and Hugh McElhaney had games with 5 rushing touchdowns. That's what we're talking about here, Elise.
Well, guys, pretty incredible. And it was right in front of the student section. First it was Damon Williams, and then it was Jonah Coleman with the spin moves. The old song, "You Spin Me Right Round, Baby," like a record. Well, the student section was absolutely, it was a highlight reel spin move by both of those guys. And you're going to see that one, I guaranteed, with, some of the fun things they do on on Instagram now. The student section absolutely loving those two electric moves by the running back and by the quarterback.
I mean, we're talking about literally 4.5. That is remarkable for Jonah Coleman. And of the few players in Husky history that he's tied with, I don't think any of those guys got all 4 of their rushing touchdowns in the first half. Jonah Coleman has been outrageously good today. Batu takes the ball a yard deep in the end zone, calls for a fair catch. UC Davis will bring it out to the 25-yard line. 35-10. Washington, 5 offensive series, 5 touchdowns, 2:36 to go here in the quarter. Well, we thought it could be fun today, Cam, but this is different. Washington running the football behind an offensive line that, again, we know that they're taking on a UC Davis team that's overmatched, but Washington played an FCS opponent last year and only scored 35 points the entire game against Weber State. They've got 35 in the first half here. Handoff goes to Fisher as he runs it off to the left for a gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 coming up. When you're talking about 4 touchdown rushing performances in Husky history, Dylan Johnson had that 4 touchdown game against USC in 23. Miles Gaskin had a pair of them. One in the 2017 Apple Cup and then that bowl game against Southern Miss. But Jonah Coleman is putting up the kind of stats that not only are going to talk about all conference, but potentially all American if he keeps this kind of pace up.
Well, it's incredible too to just see the difference between how a team wanted to commit to running the football and the evolution of what Jed Fish wanted to bring when his offense and now the offensive line, and now to see a Jonah Coleman at full speed, health. It's wonderful to watch because you know everything you put on film right now makes every team have to, we have to account for this, we have to opt for this, and you can see the improvement, the patience, how well the offensive line is staying on their blocks, but it's the extension of play that DeMond does and the finish that Jonah does.
Jonah Coleman, the only player in college football this year with 4 rushing touchdowns in a half. Snap. Pinnock rolling out to the right, being chased here by Devin Bryan. He's going to dump it incomplete. Oh, he should have just gone out of bounds. He could have gained a yard or 2, but he tried to throw to Ian Simpson at the last second, who wasn't ready for the football. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Also, that incompletion comes with 2:09 on the clock, so they're going to have to run another play before the 2-minute timeout here.
Yeah, it's just one of those moments. He should have just cut it up and ran and stayed in bounds in that moment. That's just a youngster.
Let's see if the Husky defense can create another havoc play here. Empty set for Pinnock. And they'll now motion Perez into the backfield with him. The Dogs going to blitz. Buda'alu Ukta tiptoes up to the line of scrimmage. Whistle. Timeout, UC Davis with 2:09 on the 2nd quarter clock. And the Huskies leading 35-10 against the Aggies here. Jonah Coleman, 10 carries, 80 yards, 4 touchdowns on the ground, averaging 8 yards per carry. DeMond Williams, 7 runs for 53. Williams also 12 of 17 passing for 167 yards. He's hit Boston 4 times for 28. Roebuck 3 times for 30. Braden Vinesbright twice for 52. So this true freshman have 5 catches for 82 yards here.
It's a youth movement right now. It really is. Sometimes you want teams that are very senior laden or the veteran experience, but if you get these young players playing like this early in the season, it just means as you push towards the middle and the end in league play, big advantage.
Perez motions into the backfield next to Pinnock, who audibles at the line of scrimmage. They'll move Ian Simpson off the line. 3rd down, 7 to go. Quarterback run right up the middle, runs into Lane, who's going to catch up to him and yank him down from behind.
I think you're going to get a legal formation anyway.
Yeah, because once Simpson moved off the line, no one else adjusted.
Yep. And out of a timeout. That's just frustrating when you look at what Davis tried to get.
5 backfield. That penalty's declined. 4th down.
And with 2:02 on the clock, that stops the clock, necessitating that they punt the football. So the Huskies are going to have a full 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
To work with here. Denzel Boston is back to return the punt. He's got it. Well, he's lining up, rather, at his own 30-yard line. And no, now they clock the play in because it's not the final 2 minutes they have. So they clock the play in, and that gets us to the 2-minute timeout. So we'll keep it right here. Washington 35, UC Davis 10. Jonah Coleman now leading the nation with 6 rushing touchdowns. And in second place is UNLV's Jaden Thomas, who has played in 3 full games at this point. So got quite the impressive stats being built up by Jonah Coleman, as he's going to make an argument not only for all Big Ten as this year goes on, but also All-American. And Damon Williams continues to impress as well. I just can't say enough about the poise he operates with under duress, the shiftiness that he has in the open field. Cam, it's not too much to get excited about this offense being drastically different than it was a year ago.
Well, it's completely different, Tony. I mean, we watched last year Will Rogers that was a different kind of quarterback. Came from a Mississippi State that was air raid style, and he was a thrower, and it changed the way you had drop back. Now we're seeing straight downhill attack with the push. So you design your offense to be run, play action, run, and then you have to prepare for the Damon Williams who can pull on the outside on RPOs. And if you drop 7 and rush 4, good luck, because then he'll extend it. And then all of a sudden you have Jonah Coleman where you're worried about guys getting down the field and you can't tackle that guy at 5 yards of push because the offensive line is playing better. Everybody right now is syncing up on the offensive side.
Defense has done well enough to kind of limit UC Davis so long as they don't commit those drive extending penalties. Davis only has 85 yards of offense, 50 through the air, 35 on the ground. It's the 4 penalties for 50 yards that have kind of cost the Huskies in a couple of different situations. But Washington, 310 yards of offense here in the first half, 17 first downs already, Cam. And the Huskies just really cruising here today against a Davis team that just seems overwhelmed. Curious to see if locate Jacario Davis on the sideline for Washington. He came out of the game a little bit shaken up after that interception. I don't believe we've seen him back in the game since then. He's wearing his helmet right now, standing next to Ephesians Prysock, and they seem to be sharing a laugh right now. But Huskies will have the chance to block a punt or return a punt here. Denzel Boston back at his own 30-yard line. And it's Dylan Morrow on to kick it away for UC Davis. He'll take in the snap at his own 14. 35-10, Dogs up by 25. And still plenty of time, 2 minutes left in the half. Morrow angles off to the right, end over end kick, backpedaling and taking it into the 22. Boston starts right, cuts. Past a man, 30, 35, 40, shifty in the open field, 50, Denzel Boston 40, up the right sideline, he's gonna go! 78 yards, Denzel Boston takes it all the way! The first punt return for a touchdown since Rome Odunze, and the Dogs hit 41 in the first half.
You know, suddenly when you say, oh, did they outkick their coverage? No, they just kicked it to number 12 in the middle of the field. 2 guys miss the stutter step. How about the acceleration and cut? No shot to catch that man in open field.
The most points the Huskies have scored in the Jed Fish era, and it comes before the half. Washington 41, Cal Davis 10 with 1:43 on the clock. And Grady Gross have a tired leg as he lines up for extra point number 6 here in this first 2 quarters. Snap down, placement good, hold, kick, money. 42-10, Washington cruising past UC Davis. 1:43 to go in this second quarter. Well, if you wanted Jonah Coleman to get 5 touchdowns in the first half, maybe you're disappointed, but fun to see a special team score for Denzel Boston, who turned on the Jets once he got into the open field.
I couldn't believe how fast he accelerated through after that first cut. And, you know, one time All you got to do is make that first guy miss. Then everybody's coming at full speed, and he had a different gear, didn't he?
No doubt. Let's go down to the sidelines with Lise.
Well, guys, I'm standing in the end zone because all of the high school bands are getting ready to get onto the field, and so I'm in the end zone. And Denzel Boston, I was looking at as he was running directly to me, and all you saw was white jerseys in his wake, and he was moving away from them. Boy, that straight line speed for Denzel Boston, impressive on that special teams play.
No question. 42-10. Washington leads UC Davis. Boston's career-long punt return was 25 yards. Before that, 78-yard monster. And, I know that Denzel and Des Roebuck enjoying this moment, sitting on the bench next to each other. Kickoff taken by Batu. Oh, he fumbles it at the 3-yard line, scoops it up off the turf at the 5. And hold on now. That ball is going to be dead at the 3-yard line because he called a fair catch. Man. So once you call a fair catch and you fumble it, once you pick it back up, you can't return it. And UC Davis is backed up at its own 3-yard line.
It recovered it. Just dead as soon as he recovers. First down, 3-yard line.
Husky defense score here. Maybe they can get 2 more on the board before half. Samote Peppa handing the turf. Next to Ontario Thompson and Tai Uiagalelei. Out of the shotgun goes Pinnock. Takes a snap in the end zone. Holds that out. Hands it off. And straight up the middle is Jordan Fisher for a gain of 2 to the 5-yard line. 2nd down and 8 to go. Head coach for UC Davis is Tim Plow, who's done a phenomenal job at the FCS level. Has a record of 12-3 with UC Davis as the Huskies call their final timeout of the half, 1:31 to go. He's off to a 12-3 start, but he was a tight ends coach at Cal in 2023. And was here in Husky Stadium when the Dogs scored 45 points in the first half. That's the last time Washington scored this many points, in the first half. So Tim Plow has not enjoyed his trips to Husky Stadium, but he really has done a really good job with UC Davis's program.
Yeah, I mean, it's been fantastic what he's been able to accomplish. And you mentioned, he had 2, that's 80 points you've seen in 2 halves.
87.
That's a lot of points to visualize going, oh boy.
The shotgun, 2nd down, 8 yards to go, 1:34 left in the half. Huskies up 42-10. Motion Simpson, handoff up the middle. They give it to Vargas. Vargas is bear hugged at the 9-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play before Zach Durfee was able to stop his progress. 3rd down and 4 for Cal Davis at its own 9-yard line.
Well, at this point, UC Davis wants to get a first down so they can run out the clock. I don't know if they want to punt it again to Denzel.
Got to do something here. It's 3rd down and 4. I don't know if they want to go for it on 4th down inside their own 10-yard line either. So, big play here for Davis. Having the ball at its own 9-yard line. 4 linemen on the line for the Huskies. Snap, Pinnock, quarterback run off to the left. I think he's got the first down. It's right up the hash, and that pile keeps driving forward across the 15 to the 19-yard line. Nice job by UC Davis and their linemen helping the quarterback move that pile forward for a first down. Has the ball at the 19, and with 26 seconds left in the 2nd quarter, I think they'll run one more play and get out of here and head to the locker room. Vargas motions into the backfield. Out of the shotgun, there's a low snap. Quarterback keeper, Pinnock rolling off to the left. Devin Bryant will turf him at the 21-yard line. My goodness. The Dogs impressive effective in half number 1. 42 points on the scoreboard. On the purple side, the Dogs with a 32-point lead at the intermission. Washington 42, UC Davis 10. Today's game proudly presented by Dick's Drive-In. We got the halftime show coming up next after this word from Banner Bank.
At Banner Bank, we're big Husky fans, so we want you to know you can win big every day at Banner with the award-winning financial services you deserve from people you can trust. Visit any Banner Bank branch or find us at bannerbank.com and see why Banner Bank was named one of America's best regional banks by Newsweek and one of the 100 best banks in America by Forbes for the 8th year in a row. Banner Bank. Game-changing service, no trick plays. Banner Bank. Member FDIC.
Washington.
There's something special about night games.
UC Davis.
I mean, it's just this vibe, this atmosphere. It is truly electric.
This is UW football from Learfield.
Looking to get out there and feel the in your hair? Chevy EVs have you covered. Like the Blazer EV with bold style that's sure to you away. And with Silverado EV, towing is a breeze with the capability to hitch up and tow with ease. And Equinox EV helps you keep moving along like with confidence. See your Northwest Chevy dealer.
Hello, dog fans. Are you ready for the boys of fall? That's right. Valentine Roofing is running lines up and down Western Washington, making sure your neighbors' roofs and gutters are ready for fall weather. Hopefully the only blackout is at Husky Stadium. But if a nasty storm hits, like it does every year, is your roof ready? Your gutters? With zero down financing available for most projects, Valentine will do the work now and you pay over time. Call 206 Roofing and get your free estimate today. That's 206 Roofing.
Are you an experienced HVAC technician? Local 32 is hiring now, partnering with top contractors across Western Washington. Earn top pay, enjoy paid on-call at $330 a week, and get 100% coverage for medical, dental, and vision for your entire family. We offer continuous training, free CEUs, and the chance to work on cutting-edge equipment. Are you ready to grow your career? Local 32 sets the standard in pay, benefits, and opportunity. Join Local 32, where your future begins.
Welcome to the Husky Halftime Report on the Washington Sports Network from Learfield. A first half recap, stats, scores, and highlights are all straight ahead. Now, back to the stadium.
One heck of a first half at Husky Stadium today. Dogs lead UC Davis 42-10 at the break. And today's game proudly presented by Dick's Drive-In. We're proud to celebrate over 70 years of Band Day with Husky fans. Don't forget your delicious burgers, fries, and shakes after the game. And I'm now joined by Jasmine Donovan. She's the president and the CEO of Dick's Drive-In and also the granddaughter of one of the founders and the namesake, Dick Spady. And Jasmine, so good to have you here again for Band Day. We've always got you here for Band Day, but first, let's start by talking about this. Look, I remember when I made the best burger I ever made on the grill, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's awesome. Now I want to do that again. And the next time I was like, I didn't quite hit it the second time around. How do you maintain the quality that you guys have had for 71 years of making burgers, fries, and shakes?
It's a lot of practice, a lot of training, a lot of hard work behind the grill and on the fryer and with our shakes. And we just got a formula that works and a lot of people that work real hard and quality ingredients. And we're excited to serve you every time you show up at the window.
Well, Dick's Drive-In and Husky Football are two iconic Seattle brands that have really resonated over time, and you're sponsoring Band Day again. And what does Band Day mean to Dick's Drive-In, and why is it so important for you to be the presenting partner of the day?
It is such a special event and so unique to have 32 different high school bands here at Husky Stadium showing off their hard work, their dedication, their training, working together as a team. We love high school students. They love us. We hang out a lot at night together there at the drive-ins, and it's so fun. Our team works so hard to bring in. We brought in over 2,600 burgers. Every band member that you see on the field right now. Got a cheeseburger earlier today between practice and this show. And it's just one of our favorite events.
Yeah, there's over 1,000 band members on the field right now. It's stretching from end zone to end zone. It's quite the sight here at Husky Stadium. And Dick's Drive-In is often considered kind of a leader in employee benefits. What motivates your commitment to pioneering this approach?
You know, my grandfather and his partners originally, they had a philosophy on how to have a successful business. And the first is you got to take care of your customers. You got to be able to offer them something that they want to buy from you. But then the second is that you have to invest in your employees because they will take better care of your customers. It's a virtuous cycle. And one of the ways that we love to take care of our employees, and one of the big connections with the University of Washington and colleges around the region, is our scholarship. And we have a lot of students who are pursuing their degree, and they work for us, and they use the scholarship, and then they go on to pursue what they're passionate about in the community and the country and around the world. So.
Awesome. Well, the Dogs taking care of business today, 42-10. It has been a lot of fun. What'd you think of the first half?
Oh, wow. It was a fireworks show. It was amazing. Everything that we wanted, hoped for, expected. I appreciated it, and the Huskies are doing a great job, and I'm expecting a 50 burger in this game and then some. So.
I love it. Let's get one. And Jasmine Donovan, President and CEO of Dick's Drive-In, thank you so much for the partnership and the time today.
Thank you.
All right, Dogs up 42-10 on UC Davis. Got Dave Softy Mahler coming into the booth here to continue our halftime festivities when we continue in a moment on the Washington Sports Network from Clearfield.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Washington Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
This weekend, Kohl's is giving away millions in Kohl's Cash in Store. It's like you're getting free shopping money. At least that's what I tell my husband. Yep, you're just making smart financial decisions, one trendy sweater at a time. Plus, all month, enter our online sweepstakes at Kohl's.com for a chance to win $200 Kohl's Cash. Some exclusions apply while supplies last. Giveaway ends September 7th. Sweepstakes ends September 30th, 2025. No purchase necessary. 20 winners per day. Limit one prize per person for entire sweepstakes. See Kohl's.com for official rules and details.
Thank you, Husky fans, for making locally made San Juan Seltzer the Pacific Northwest's #1 craft spike seltzer. This season, try new 5% ABV San Juan Hard Lemonades, too. With less sugar and the perfect balance of sweetness and zest, choose from lemonade, dark cherry, mango, and wild strawberry flavors. So the next time you're out shopping for that pregame or tailgating event, be sure to include a 12-pack of new San Juan Hard Lemonade. Go Dogs, and please enjoy responsibly.
Toyota has more all-wheel drive or electrified hybrid choices than anyone else, like the family-size Highlander and the bigger, more powerful Grand Highlander. Now through September 30th, get a new 25 Highlander or Grand Highlander with 4.75 APR financing. Or you can get 5.75 APR financing on hybrid models. With approved credit through TFS, a negotiable dog fee of up to $200 may be added. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Time for a check of scores from around the Big Ten and Top 25. Presented by Angel of the Winds Casino Resort, the official casino resort partner of Husky Athletics, and the official escape for the Dogs.
All right, Dog fans, we are back inside Husky Stadium. Halftime, no fair, 42-10 Dogs over UC Davis at the half. And what a half for #1 Jonah Coleman. Not one, not two, not three, but 4 rushing touchdowns at half #1 for UW.
Snap, handoff, Jonah Coleman, stretch run off to the right, spin move, up the hash mark, leaps to the end zone, stretches out the football, 2 arms out, touchdown Jonah Coleman, a 4th rushing touchdown here in the first half. Jonah Coleman rewriting the record books as the Huskies lead 34-10.
You know, when you see somebody change direction with that kind of acceleration, 2 defensive linemen had him in the works, in the backfield, had no shot. All of them reach. The All-American Rex Connors misses. #4, he spins back to the inside. Not one, not two, not three, but 4 in the first half. My goodness.
You got it, baby. 4 rushing touchdowns for number 1. That gives him 6 on the year so far. He had 10 last season. Jonah Coleman already 60% of the way there in 6 quarters so far in 2025. Elsewhere around college football, how about Mississippi State at home getting the upset over number 12 ASU with a walk-off? Here's Neil Price from Mississippi State Learfield.
Traore, the tight end, in motion, slot right. Chapin throws
Touchdown.
right side. Thompson catches it inside the numbers 20. Angling left 10. 5. Touchdown, Brennan Thompson. Wow. Davis-Wade Stadium explodes as the Bulldogs go back in front thanks to a bomb to Brennan. 23-20, Mississippi State with 30 seconds to play.
Elsewhere in college football, number 1 Ohio State barely getting by Grambling. It was a squeaker, folks, 70-0 at the Horseshoe. The Buckeyes will be here in 3 weeks to take on UW. Penn State, no problem at all at home against FIU, 34-0. Nittany Lions now 2-0. Number 3 LSU over Louisiana Tech, 23-7 in Baton Rouge, and number 25 Georgia getting by Austin Peay, 28-6 in Athens. Also, number 5 Miami goes to 2-0 with a 45-3 win over Bethune-Cookman. And elsewhere around the Big Ten, number 6 Oregon, 69. Oklahoma State 3 in Eugene. Illinois getting by Duke on the road, 45-19. And number 18 Oklahoma over number 15 Michigan, 24-13. Number 16 Iowa State knocks off Iowa 16-13. And number 23 Indiana now 2-0 with a 56-9 win over Kennesaw State. Minnesota also 2-0, hanging 66 on Northwestern State, shutting them out. Wisconsin 42, Middle Tennessee 10. We'll come back and hear from Cam Cleveland. His thoughts on half number 1. Elise Woodward catches up with Jed Fish. Dogs at the half, 42-10 over UC Davis. This is Husky football from Learfield.
Hey, dog fans, be sure to stock up on your favorite tailgating items at Tailgate Central QFC locations across Puget Sound. Whether you're firing up the grill outside Husky Stadium or enjoying the away games at home, QFC will have your favorite tailgating items ready. Stop by today and see what the Husky tailgate vendors have for you to enjoy. Brought to you by Alberto. Be on the lookout for the new Alberto grass-fed beef sticks. Alberto, 100% grass-fed beef, 0% BS. And by High Noon. Sun's up.
Huskies, Aggies.
This is something you only get at the greatest setting in college football 7 times a year.
This is the Washington Sports Network from Learfield.
Biggest score this football season? Feeding our neighbors. Bowen Scar Ford in Kent is driving towards collecting 1 million pounds of food in the world's largest dealer food drive. Donate shelf-stable food and get $20 off an oil change. Ready for your next ride? Bowen Scar Ford has your back with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty on all new Fords, plus a huge selection of certified used. Let's run out the clock on hunger. Bowen Scar Ford in Kent, a 2025 Car Guru's top-rated dealer.
Hi, Coach Mike Holmgren here for R&R Foundation Specialist. R&R Foundation Specialist has a strong game plan for all your foundation and waterproofing needs. Many factors can contribute to a wet basement. Clogged footing drains, a cracked foundation, even changes in your landscape are some ways water damage can occur. R&R has crews ready to evaluate your home and give you an honest and fair assessment of the problem, as well as the cost. No hidden fees and no fumbles in workmanship with R&R Foundation Specialist. Visit rrfoundationspecialist.com.
Want to cut your energy bills without cutting comfort? Mitsubishi Electric ductless systems are up to 30% more efficient than traditional HVAC, saving you money every month. Savings because you heat and cool only where you need it. Plus, ultra-quiet operation and clean air filtration for smart comfort you can feel. Ready to save? Go to ductlesshomecomfort.com and connect with your local Mitsubishi Electric and Air Conditioning Pro, trained to deliver maximum efficiency. Start saving on energy bills at ductlesshomecomfort.com.
All right, Gamecock fans back inside Husky Stadium. Dave Softhy-Mahler with you at the half, 42-10 over UC Davis. Cam Cleland rejoins us as we await Elise Woodward's halftime interview with Jed Fish momentarily. But Cam, your thoughts on this classic from half number one here at UW?
Well, we're seeing a team that decided to show up and say we're going to run the football. I mean, you had 14 touchdowns all of last year on the ground. You have 9 already this season. This is a completely different offense with Damon Williams and Jonah Coleman going attack mode, downhill, and pushing UC Davis all over the place. And you know what? At a game like this, look at it across the country, Dave. You needed to see these kinds of teams when, if you're going to hold yourself to an upper echelon, these are the kind of games you need to be able to push around.
Yeah, this is the weekend where lower division teams get to pad their bank account and their budget with some big paydays. But man, Jonah Coleman, Cam, had 10 touchdowns all of last year. He's got 6 so far in 6 quarters, including 4 in half number one. And maybe he's the guy we should be talking about for the Heisman Trophy.
I don't see why not. When you think about it, if he keeps up this consistency, look, you're going to have to prepare for Damon Williams in the pass game and with his feet. So that opens up Jonah Coleman, and I'm seeing a whole different style of run this year. I know they wanted to run the inside zone, and they called it wide zone, but the way that Jonah Coleman's made guys miss in open space, and I get it, he is a bowling ball and a tough man to tackle, but he's not getting touched, Dave, for 3 to 4 yards before contact.
Yeah, how much more of number 2 you want to see in half number 2, Cam?
I don't want to see him hit anymore, I'll tell you that much. I'd like to see him take some rest, get some opportunities here. Maybe they get one series to start this third quarter. And like I said, this depends on what coach wants to do with his guys. I'm sure there's a lot of dudes itching on that sideline to want to play. Let's see what Coach Fish wants to do.
Well, the all-time record for single-game rushing touchdowns, I know you remember this game back in 1919 against Whitman by your favorite running back of all time, a guy named Irvin Daly. Maybe they'll break it tonight. They said down on the sideline. Elise Woodward standing by with Coach Jed Fish.
Well, Coach, an outstanding rush performance in the first half. You put 42 points on the board. What was the key to getting that done?
We've been, just executing. Fundamentals, details, coming off the ball. Our offensive line's getting better and better. Our runners are good. Quarterback's playing good. A lot of clean football.
In the second half, what are your goals in terms of depth and just obviously it's already a big lead. You want to continue to push, but how much do you want to see the younger guys?
Yeah, we want to just see how good we can get. So we're not really worried about that just yet.
Any update on Rashid Williams?
Yeah, he's out for the game.
Out for the game. Thanks, Coach. Good luck this
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. Bad news on Rashid Williams. A sling, his arm in a sling on the sideline. That's a big blow for the receiver depth there, Cam.
Well,
he's out for the game, and who knows how long.
Well, it hurts because we don't know what it entails. He's done for the game, and you just hope it's not too serious. But this is a sport of next man up, and unfortunately, you're going to have some young guys got to step up.
Well, a lot of young guys will play in half number 2. Huskies up 32 points, 42-10 for UW. Most points on a half since the Cal game 2 years ago when they hung 45 with Michael Penix and company. We're going to break. Tony, Cam, Elise will have half number 2 with the Dogs up 42-10 at the break right here. This is Husky football from Learfield.
Hey Huskies, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field design Washington t-shirt. And most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Washington in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
Hey, it's Tony Castricone. Look, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but if you're a dog like me and you haven't switched your phone service to Husky Mobile, you're leaving points on the field. Here's the deal. You get exclusive game day perks, and Husky Mobile contributes to UW Athletics every time you pay your monthly bill. No contracts, no hidden fees, no reason to wait. Switch now to the only phone plan built for Husky Nation and powered by T-Mobile. Visit GoHuskyMobile.com. That's GoHuskyMobile.com.
The official airline of the Washington Huskies is your window to the world. Introducing Atmos Rewards, a new loyalty program by Alaska Airlines and Hawaiian Airlines. It's the #1 airline rewards program, according to U.S. News and World Report, and your invitation to explore over 1,000 global destinations with over 30 airline partners, including oneworld. Go to atmosrewards.com to sign up and start your journey today. That's ATMOS rewards.com.
Angel of the Winds Casino Resort is your base camp for adventure. Experience the best in live entertainment with concerts, comedy shows, and sporting events. Next, take a break at one of our 6 dining venues, including an award-winning steakhouse. Amenities also include free valet, bowling, sports simulators, and your favorite games. Whatever your calling is, know Angel of the Winds Casino Resort is the official escape for the dogs, and we're closer than you think. Learn more and plan your next adventure at angelofthewinds.com.
Start of the second half here at Husky Stadium. Lights are on in the greatest setting, and the lights have been shining brightly tonight for Washington on the offensive side of the ball. 310 yards, 42 points in the first half. Dogs up 42-10 on UC Davis. Oh, and they get the ball to start the second half.
Yes, they do, and you can hear it from Coach Fish talking to Elise. He's like, we want to see how good we can get. I don't know what that means when it says of numbers, but there is no backing off of what he wants to see these guys develop, because this is part of learning how to win and dominate football games, because it has to carry over the rest of the season.
Absolutely. Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, you know, Jed was molded by Steve Spurrier. And did
the old ball coach
ever take his foot off the pedal?
No, he did not. No, we don't do it. Not going to do it.
I feel like I remember several games against Florida A&M or whoever it would be where the Gators got quite the healthy number on the scoreboard. And so Washington will get the ball here to start this second half. They'll be smart, of course, but they will continue to push it here with a 42-10 lead on UC Davis. Today's game brought to you by SiriusXM. Listen to all things college sports, including live games and talk on SiriusXM College Sports Radio, Channel 84, and streaming on the SiriusXM app. Isaac Mancera on to kick it away. They have done a lot of short kicks so far. So we'll see, Adam Muhammad's at like the 8-yard line. Jonah Coleman's at the 10. We'll see how far they like to kick this. This is a bit of a pooch kick. Grabbed by X3 Alexander. He'll bring it across the 25, 30, 35. That's where 5 Aggies will just kind of bear hug him. Oh, he's still on his feet as he goes forward to the 39-yard line. Wow, I thought that play... They were slow with the whistle.
They did not want to go down.
No. X3 Alexander's basically saying, I don't know when I'm going to get to return a kickoff again, so I'm going to try to get every last yard I can out of this return. And away we go with the Huskies on offense and DeMond Williams Jr. in the game at quarterback. Set your offensive line for you. Carver Willis at left tackle. John Mills, the true freshman, started at left guard again today, second week in a row. They are going to tack on a 5-yard penalty against UC Davis after the return. So Huskies actually get it at the 44-yard line. Landon Hatchett, Garen Hatchett, Drew has a party across the line. Jonah Coleman had 4 rushing touchdowns in the first half. He lines up behind Damon Williams under center. They'll motion Raiden Vinesbright, handoff Jonah Coleman, off to the left, makes a man miss on the corner, gets a block on the edge across the 50 and gets to the 47-yard line, a gain of 9 for Jonah Coleman. So that's going to be Coleman with 11 carries for 89 yards on the ball game. It sets up second down and 1 to go. Snap and another handoff. Coleman now with over 90 as he gets inside the 45 to the 42-yard line. Huskies with a 42-10 lead.
This feels like watching a football team from, I guess I would tell you, early 80s, when you're able to control and go downhill with the physicality of a running back. You don't need to make those big shots, and it's not the RPO play action game where you're spread and looking at air raid. This is just physical, old-school football.
Des Roebuck to the right, Denzel Boston to the left. Under center, split tight ends, play fake Damon Williams. All day to throw from midfield, still looking. Checks down to Adam Muhammad. Shakes a man out of his shoes, inside the 30, and down to the 27-yard line. 15 yards for Adam Muhammad on the reception. That was a simple check down play that gets the Huskies well down the field. Now there is a flag on the ground at the 31-yard line. 4 straight completions for Damon.
Adam Muhammad showing a little bit of shake and bake in open space.
He's got it. He's got it all. He's just lined up behind one of the best running backs in the nation on the depth chart. So it sounds like they're calling a personal foul on Carver Willis.
Interesting.
And the Huskies will go back 15 yards from the 28 to the 43. So I think Carver Willis maybe came in.
Got a little late JOP there.
Mark it at the 42-yard line. That's where the Dogs go to work. Adam Muhammad in the backfield. Lines up next to DeMond Williams out of the shotgun. Tight end off to the right. 2 wide to the right as well. From the left hash mark 42. Helmet high snap. Handoff. Adam Muhammad. Cut straight up the middle. Does not get touched. Finally breaks a tackle to 30. Inside the 20. And into the red zone of the 18-yard line. Adam Muhammad wears number 24, and he picked up 24-2.
My goodness, the backside on that zone. UC Davis running just a 4-man front, and there was no shot. Great job of just staying square with the guys up front. Adam Muhammad, stiff arm, hurdle, great cut.
Huskies going bigger here as they take Vinesbright and Roebuck out of the game, and they bring in Eldridge and Quentin Moore. So 2 tight ends off to the left and an I formation. Boston, the lone receiver in the ball game. They'll motion to grab from left to right. Snap. Williams under center. A play fake to Coleman. Looks to the end zone. Has Boston. Caught it, but I think he lands out of bounds underneath the goalpost. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Washington. That one just sailed a little high, and Denzel Boston did well to locate it, but could not stay in bounds.
Well, it's a great call because it's play action scissors. The decorative graph is wide open on the corner route.
That toe might have got down.
It's close.
Oh, just missed it by 1 synthetic blade of grass.
Very close.
Very, very close. 2nd down. Snap. Williams, fade route, looking left side to Boston. He got bumped. No flag. I'm going to say uncatchable. Incomplete 3rd down.
Just the little details that you see from DeMond. We saw that last week with a couple underthrows. And that's this week. I mean, you're a 6'4" wide receiver. You just got to put it on him, give him a shot. A little bit too much air.
Ty Richardson throws in coverage there as we go down to Elise.
Guys, Adam Muhammad just ran right up the tunnel toward the locker room. He was moving full speed without the training staff, but he is not available right now.
Jonah Coleman back into the ball game for 3rd and 10. Handoff Jonah Coleman off to the right. Runs out of the grasp of a couple of Aggies. Hurdles another to get inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. He might be a half yard shy of the 1st down, but Jonah Coleman doing some manly work to pick up 10 on the play and go over 100 yards for the 2nd straight week.
Oh, they're going to go.
Right back to the line of scrimmage, 4th and 1. Handoff Jonah Coleman has the 1st down. To the 5-yard line. Jonah Coleman 3 more yards. He's got 14 carries for 107 on the day. 7.6 a pop. And we'll see if touchdown number 5 might be lurking for Jonah Coleman.
I don't remember seeing. I mean, there were games when Jonah Coleman looked really explosive, but Tony, I don't know about you, he just looks physically different this year, too.
He already had a ton of strength, but now he's added the speed as well. He's the lone back in the ball game. Wideouts are split, so are the tight ends. Snap, handoff, Coleman shakes a man, gets inside the 5, reaches to the end zone, 2 arms up, touchdown Jonah Coleman, the 4th Husky ever to have 5 rushing touchdowns in a game, and the Dogs have a 48-10 lead on UC Davis as Jonah Coleman has been welcomed to the national show.
I'm just going to say it right now. We're just ground and pound. I'll take it. Unbelievable. The 2nd effort this young man has, it's just incredible. What a night for you, Jonah Coleman. Congrats, young man.
Welcome to the Heisman Trophy conversation. Jonah Coleman with 5 rushing touchdowns today. 15 carries, 112 yards. The extra point kick is good. There is a flag down on the play. It's offsides on UC Davis. The Huskies will decline and take a 49-10 lead on UC Davis, Elise.
Well, and he's running out of fingers because after every touchdown he's saying it's 1, it's 2. He's going to have to go 2 fists here on the celebration if he gets another one here. What an impressive day for Jonah Coleman. And, the key was that 3rd down run where he got 9.5 yards. Incredible drive for Jonah Coleman.
He ties the modern record for touchdown runs in a game. Hugh McElhaney and Corey Dillon. Now Jonah Coleman slides right in between them. Impossible to think you're going to see that when you come out to Montlake tonight. But Jonah Coleman with 5 rushing touchdowns, and the Huskies lead 49-10 over UC Davis. Time out on the field. We'll take it as well and return after this word from Coors Light.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Hey, dog fans, be sure to stock up on your favorite tailgating items at Tailgate Central QFC locations across Puget Sound. Whether you're firing up the grill outside Husky Stadium or enjoying the away games at home, QFC will have your favorite tailgating items ready. Stop by today and see what the Husky tailgate vendors have for you to enjoy. Brought to you by Pacifico, a beer waiting to be discovered. Pacifico, find your own way. And by Hemplers. Be the hero of your next Husky tailgate with thick-cut Hemplers bacon, smoked sausages, and premium Acernios fresh sausage links.
Toyota gives you the power of choice. Now through September 30th, get 2.99 APR financing on a rugged new 25 Tacoma. Excludes TRD Pro and Trail Hunter. Or lease a well-equipped Tacoma SR5 for $279 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. A negotiable dock fee of up to $200 may be added. Call 1-888-48-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Jonah Coleman, the first college football running back to have 5 rushing touchdowns in a game since Jaden Baugh at Florida did it last year in October. But the first Husky to have 5 rushing touchdowns in a game since Corey Dillon in 1996. Oh, Jonah Coleman has entered the Heisman chat, Cam.
Oh, I mean, no question. Just watch this guy's highlight film already. These aren't weak runs, man. They are after contact, press. I mean, he is just something special in the red zone. And you want to talk about putting it on the board inside the red zone, this dude just gets after it.
Huskies up 49-10, 7 offensive series, 7 touchdowns. They are throwing a perfect game on the drive chart right now. The offense is throwing a perfect game. Grady Gross on to kick it away. Ethan Michalski did kickoff duty all through the first half. Grady Gross will tee it up here. It's Mateo Perez on to return this time. Batu no longer on kickoff duty, and the ball bounces off the U in Huskies and skips through the end zone. Back to the cheerleaders for a touchback. And UC Davis will come out onto the field for their first offensive series of the second half. Today's game brought to you by Kohl's. Kohl's has the back-to-school styles that'll spoil them at prices that'll spoil you. From jeans and tees to sneakers and more, which means you can do it all without overdoing your budget. You shop at Kohl's, Kohl's.com. Let's go down to the sidelines with Elise.
Well, guys, Jonah Coleman, helmet off, all smiles talking to Damon Williams as they're going over the last drive. And he's got a big old diamond grill. And it is sparkling under the stars tonight, just like him. And he just said, went up and down the bench and said, keep doing business, fellas. Keep doing business.
Grant Harper into the game as the new quarterback for UC Davis. And try to run the ball right up the middle with Fisher, their running back. He gets stopped after a gain of about 1 on the play. Samote Pepa, first one to him. Second down, 9 to go. We'll call it 8. Grant Harper is a 6'2", 205-pound senior quarterback from Moraga, California. Who's not familiar with Moraga, that is where St. Mary's College is. Division I basketball team.
Pretty good basketball program.
Yeah. They had a football program at once. Washington's actually played St. Mary's in football before, but discontinued that many years ago. Harper goes out of the shotgun here on second down and 8. Hold on. Flag flies. I think that might be time ran out. Delay game.
Offense, number 10. 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
Well, Jonah Coleman will lead the nation in rushing touchdowns tomorrow morning. It will be remain to be seen where he ranks as far as running backs and other statistical categories, but he came into the week leading the Power 4 in rushing yards per game. Second down, 13 to go for UC Davis with the ball at the 22-yard line. Snap, drops back to throw. The lefty flings it down. It's caught by Winston Williams, tight end out of the backfield. He gets taken out of the 29-yard line, gain of 7 on the play. Buda Al-Upta on the stop, creating third down and long. They got 6 still to go. 49-10, Huskies leading UC Davis. 381 yards of offense to 112 for the Aggies. DeMond Williams, 13 of 20 today. 182 yards. The Huskies with 6 rushing touchdowns on the ground. Harper out of the gun, takes a snap. Huskies rushing 4, throws near side, incomplete. Just missed the intended target, Stacy Dobbins, who had 6 catches last week on a little out route. It's going to be 4th down. Leroy Bryant in coverage on the play. And now Denzel Boston's going to get a breather. And we're going to see Rashawn Clark, redshirt freshman, Seattle Products, who's looked good in practice in this role. This will be the first punt return of his career. See whether or not Rashawn can break loose. Dylan Morrow to punt yet again for UC Davis. Huskies up 49-10. Oh, they're going to fake it. They throw the ball. The punter completes it up the right sideline, inside the 50 to Mitchell Dixon, the tight end. They get down to the 44-yard line. First down for UC Davis. A trick play by the Aggies for a huge gain to set up UC Davis in Washington territory.
Very gutsy call by Coach Plow. At this point, he's probably looking around going, hey, they don't think we're going to do it. Last time we punted it, it was a bad idea to Denzel Boston, and he just gets it out there. Mitchell Dixon, second catch, and there you go. UC Davis able to keep it going.
So, Davis with a football at the 44-yard line of Washington. Harper takes a low snap, fakes, gets hit, and goes down right away. Zach Durfee just smacks him to the turf. What a job gobbling him up. Zach Durfee, who has been plagued by injuries throughout his career. That has to feel good for number 5 to let one loose.
Well, he just came in there like gangbusters on a stunt on the inside. Just a free run. Harper had no shot. He was trying to get a hitch and go on the outside. Had no time. He hitched it, but there was no go.
15th career sack for Zach Durfee. Second down and 18 to go. The Purple W, 49-yard line. Harper out of the gun, takes a snap, handoff Vargas left side, breaks a tackle from Armand Parker, and then finally coming off the edge, going low to get him is Buda Al-Upta, new linebacker who will be heading to Pullman in a couple of weeks to play his former team. Third down, 14 to go for UC Davis. Huskies up 49-10 halfway through this third quarter. Have had 6 offensive possessions, 6 touchdowns. Then a punt return from Denzel Boston, 78 yards for a score. Grant Harper Harper out of the shotgun, drops back to pass his own 42-yard line, fires over the middle right through the hands of his intended receiver. Zach Jones dropped it. Would have been close to a first down. Instead, I think UC Davis is really going to punt this time.
That's just a good throw, just drops.
Yep.
Mental error.
Ephesians Prysock in coverage. And now Rashawn Clark will really get a chance to see if he can get an opportunity to return a punt. Boy, there's some big numbers put up by Big Ten teams across the country today. Ohio State led the way with 70 against Grambling. Also saw 69, 66. Saw some big numbers as Rashawn Clark will call a fair catch and take it in at the 9-yard line. Huskies trying to join their Big Ten brethren by putting up numbers not seen in quite some time. Washington 49, UC Davis 10 with 7:14 to go in the third quarter. Timeout out of the field. We'll take it as well and return after this word from your local station. This is Husky Football.
UW Medicine is the only health system in Washington where a top-rated medical school and a research powerhouse are directly connected to your care. That means the doctors caring for you are the same people advancing medical research and teaching the next generation of outstanding physicians. From wellness checks to complex surgeries, we're committed to providing you with the best care every day. UW Medicine, a higher degree of health care.
Quiet down, there she comes. Surprise! Your accountant just emailed to say your quarterly taxes are way higher than you were expecting.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Also, your favorite employee is leaving. They're going to pursue their dream of being a veterinarian.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Hey, Dick Fahan here. Football season's here, and Hyder Construction is here for it. Northwest born and bred, bleeding purple and gold, and built to handle Seattle weather. My friend Ron Hyder takes roofing as seriously as dog fans take Apple Cup trash talk. So when the skies open up like the Cougs secondary this fall, be ready with a new roof from Hyder. The dogs of dry. Give them a call today for a free no-obligation estimate so you can be ready for whatever Mother Nature throws at us this fall. 425-771-3515 and HyderConstruction.com.
Tonight's game between Washington and UC Davis is presented by Dick's Drive-In, making delicious memories since 1954.
Also brought to you by Husky Wireless. Take your support of UW Athletics to the next level just by paying your phone bill. Switch to Husky Mobile on the T-Mobile 5G network. Visit GoHuskyMobile.com. That's GoHuskyMobile.com. Let's go down to the sidelines with Elise.
Well, the good news, Adam Muhammad back out of the locker room, back onto the field now. Jonah Coleman, helmet on, but is on the sideline for this drive. Damon Williams and the starting offensive line still out there. So the Huskies still looking to push the score up past 49.
I know Jed wants to hit the accelerator today, but I wouldn't be surprised if this might be the last drive. We'll see how things go, but it wouldn't shock me. Get an opportunity here for the Huskies to go the full length of the field. This is their worst starting field position today, their own 10-yard line. Shotgun for Damon Williams, takes a snap, throws a quick flare out to Audric Harris, who catches and gets yanked down by Kalani Riddick right away. Short gain of 2 on the play. That's going to be the first catch this year for Audric Harris, and the third of his career, second out. It's a young man who's followed in the footsteps of Rome Odunze from Bishop Gorman High School in Las Vegas. Made his way up the coast to Seattle, where Husky purple and gold. Blitz coming off the edge, and Williams finds Boston, who breaks the tackle across the 30 to the 35. First down for Washington. Huskies quickly get out of the shadow of their own goalpost. Denzel Boston picks up 22.
Oh, beautiful. Just back foot, hit it, and release. He had pressure coming from the left side. Vaughn just goes to his... I mean, it's just great watching the way Denzel gets out of his breaks, just sits down, balls just right on time.
49-10, Washington ahead, looking for more. Snap to Williams, still throwing the football, goes far side of the field, come back to Roebuck, who dropped it on the sideline, incomplete. Des Roebuck, 3 catches, 30 yards today, had a chance at a 4th right there.
Just a young freshman, just a quick out route, ball's in a great spot. Sometimes you look down and you take for granted how easy these balls on the outside. It's just hands to it, a little bit.
I'll tell you,
lack of focus.
Well, I wasn't at every moment of fall camp. Yeah, I didn't see him drop a pass in fall camp. I mean, he catches most things in his radius up the right sideline. Oh, Decker to Graff just dropped one, incomplete.
You get in moments.
Ty Richardson.
Tony, you get in moments in these games when it becomes out of control a little bit. I'm not saying that's where we're at right now, but your mental focus isn't as tight, and sometimes these balls are right on par. I mean, that Decker to Graff does not drop that ball, but certainly hits you 2 hands. It's back to back. We even saw a couple guys on Davis too. You just lose that mental sharpness.
Trip set off to the left for the Huskies here on 3rd down and 10. Williams out of the shotgun, takes a snap, back to pass, has plenty of time, rolling out to the right, he's going to go 40, 45, angles out of bounds, right past the sticks. 1st down, Damon Williams says, we can't get it through the air, I'll take care of it on the ground. 9 carries, 63 yards. Damon Williams moves the chains.
Boy, he's got different gear, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Just goes around the outside, pauses, holds, says, you need 10 here? All right, let me accelerate. Just outrun everybody.
It is fun to watch. Roebuck off to the right, Boston to the left. Damon Williams under center. Tight ends are split. DeGraff to the left, Eldridge to the right. There's a snap and a handoff. Adam Muhammad off left tackle, cuts upfield across midfield and falls forward to the 47-yard line. 7 tough yards for Adam Muhammad on the carry. 5 rushes for 42 yards today for Adam Muhammad, and it'll be 2nd down and 3 to go for the Dogs, leading 49-10. Offensive line staying consistent. It's Paki Finau in the ball game at left guard. He's rotated with John Mills, the true freshman, at that left guard position. But otherwise, Dogs still running with their starters here. With a shotgun, Williams takes it. He'll pop it over to Roebuck on a jet sweep, who spins past a man 40, 30, brings it middle of the field. Oh, cuts away from an Aggie to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Desmond Roebuck. First touchdown of his Husky career, Desmond Roebuck. Wow, that was just, I'm left speechless, Cam.
And that's a pass, right? That's a pop pass
forward.
forward.
47 yards.
It's a touchdown pass, and it was all Desmond Roebuck. Welcome to Husky football, young freshman. Talk about making guys miss in open space. Made him forget about that drop a few plays ago, didn't it?
Yeah, sure did. Brady Gross on for the PAT. 4:33 to go in the 3rd quarter. Taking their time with the snap here. Helmet high, got down. Gross with the kick. It's through. 56-10. Washington leads, Elise.
Well, guys, it's a moment that Desmond is never going to forget. An electric run, and it's his first ever Husky touchdown, and he's mobbed by his teammates on the way back to the bench. He gets a big old bear hug from Jed Fish, his head coach, and I would imagine he's going to get a game ball after that run, because that was impressive.
Well, Jed gives out about 10 of those things after every game, so I think you're right, Elise. That also, that tiny little pop pass on the jet sweep, ironically, the 2nd longest pass of Damon Williams' career, 47 yards. You can thank Des Roebuck for doing all the work on that one. Longest play of the season so far for the Huskies. 47-yard touchdown to Des Roebuck. Let's get you the scoring drive summary presented by Les Schwab Tire Centers. Get more from Les. 7 plays, 90 yards. Longest scoring drive of the season for the Dogs. 56-10 over UC Davis. 4:33 to go in quarter number 3. We'll return after this from Alaska Airlines.
The official airline of the Washington Huskies is your window to the world. Introducing Atmos Rewards, a new loyalty program by Alaska Airlines and Hawaiian Airlines. It's the #1 airline rewards program, according to U.S. News and World Report, and your invitation to explore over 1,000 global destinations with over 30 airline partners, including One World. Go to atmosrewards.com to sign up and start your journey today. That's atmosrewards.com.
Raise a glass to the dogs with the new Husky Craft Pack. Brimming with Pacific Northwest flavor, enjoy a lineup of amazing local brews and ciders at Husky Stadium. Georgetown Brewing, run by dogs who make sure you have darn tasty beer. Two Towns Cider, crafted in the Pacific Northwest since 2010. And Seattle's Elysian Brewing Company, makers of Space Dust and 30 years of bold flavors and award-winning beers. Get the greatest of local beers all season long at the greatest setting in college football. Please drink responsibly.
Angel of the Winds Casino Resort is your base camp for adventure. Experience the best in live entertainment with concerts, comedy shows, and sporting events. Next, take a break at one of our 6 dining venues, including an award-winning steakhouse. Amenities also include free valet, bowling, sports simulators, and your favorite games. Whatever your calling is, know Angel of the Winds Casino Resort is the official escape for the dogs, and we're closer than you think. Learn more and plan your next adventure at angelofthewinds.com.
56-10, Washington cruising past UC Davis. 4:33 to go in the third quarter. Mateo Perez back to return the kickoff from UC Davis. The Huskies 7 offensive series, 7 touchdowns. Also a special team scores. Denzel Boston returned a punt 78 yards to get into the end zone. Grady Gross puts the ball on the tee. Get ready to kick it away for the purple-clad Huskies from right to left. Wearing those sharp gold pants, the purple and white piping on the sides. Gross, a line drive of a kick. Perez let it go, and it goes across the goal line for a touchback. So 56-10, Dogs lead, and it's time to spotlight today's best in the game, brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Cam, what do you say?
I mean, tonight, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, 5. How about that? The big shiny grill was looking prime. Jonah Coleman is a dude, and I will tell you, it's been a while since we get a chance to see such a special running back, but tonight, 5 times as tugs. The kid had a special game, and it's only going to get better throughout this season.
5 touchdowns for Jonah Coleman tonight. Backup quarterback Grant Harper in the game for UC Davis. Handoff left side, Harper keeps it himself, running around the right end for a gain of 5 to the 30-yard line before Mikel Esteen catches up to him. Second down coming up. As Buda Alaukta leads the way with 5 tackles today for the Huskies. He got 3 sacks today. Zach Durfee with 1, Jacob Lane with 1, Isaiah Ward with 1 as well. Just 1 turnover forced. Takario Davis came up with the interception. I have not seen him back in the game ever since that play. He was a little shaken up, and Leroy Bryant took over at cornerback. We've seen Rashawn Clark at the nickel spot when it's been deployed. Rolling out to the left and jogging out of bounds after a gain of 1. It's Grant Harper. He was angled out by Isaiah Ward on the play. Third down and 4 to go. I'm going to call it 3rd and 5 from the 30. Cam, next time we're in this building, it'll be one special day. Number 1 team in the country rolled today. Ohio State beat Grambling 70-0. If they get past Ohio University in impressive fashion next weekend, they will be number 1 when they come here. It'll be just the 5th time the Huskies have ever hosted the number 1 team in the land. Throw downfield, nearly intercepted. Ephesians Prysock just dropped a ball that was FedEx straight to him.
Yeah, I think he was just shocked in the moment. Getting hit in the bread basket as Harper throws it, flicks it over the top, and yeah, that would have been number 2 tonight.
Yeah, you don't want to drop that one.
No, you don't drop that.
So Ephesians Prysock has 1 career interception, and it was in his time at Arizona. Had a chance at 2 of them tonight. But was not able to haul in either of them, and now the Huskies force another punt. Rashawn Clark might be able to return this one. He backpedals and takes it in at the 20, starts to his left, now cuts straight ahead across the 25, 30, 35, and down at the 36-yard line. Rashawn Clark, a return of 16 yards after the punt of 50 by Dylan Morrow. Timeout on the field, we'll take it as well. 2:55 to go, quarter number 3. Washington 56, UC Davis 10. We'll return after this word from your local station. This is Husky Football.
Hi, Coach Mike Holmgren here for R&R Foundation Specialist. R&R Foundation Specialist is a family-owned and operated team that has a strong game plan for all your foundation and waterproofing needs. R&R has crews ready to evaluate your home and give you an honest, fair assessment of the problem. No hidden fees and no fumbles in workmanship with R&R Foundation Specialist. Trust your local foundation and waterproofing experts. Visit rrfoundationspecialist.com.
Pack up because Chevy SUVs have the capability to take you to some incredible places, like an adventure in the middle of... In the Equinox Active, an SUV that will help you get away with confidence, or head off for a night in Chevy Traverse, with all the tech you need to stay connected, while the undeniable value of Chevy Trax will keep you moving from here to way over here. Get to all the places you want to be with Chevy SUVs. See your Northwest Chevy dealer.
It's Softy back here. King LASIK and K2 Vision RLE have freedom vision for every stage of life. LASIK and EVO ICL from King LASIK gives freedom from glasses and contacts. Refractive lens exchange from K2 Vision RLE adds freedom from readers and cataracts. Dr. Kapstein, Dr. King, two of the most experienced vision correction surgeons in the country. So schedule your free Zoom consultation now at freedomvision.com. King LASIK and K2 Vision RLE, proud supporters of the Huskies. Find out more, freedomvision.com.
56-10, Huskies up here late in the third quarter, 2:55 to play in it. Washington has done whatever it has wanted to on the offensive side of the ball today. 7 drives, 7 touchdowns, including the last one, the longest of the season, a 7-play, 90-yard drive. Washington on top by 46. Tonight's game brought to you by UW Medicine, the only health system in Washington that directly connects care with a top-rated medical school and a research powerhouse. UW Medicine, a higher degree of health care. Last week, 6 true freshmen played in the season opener. Dylan Robinson, Raiden Finesbright, Rylan Dillard Allen, Devin Hyde, John Mills, and Des Roebuck. We've seen true freshmen really continue to make an impact on this game, including Des Roebuck with the last touchdown, the 47-yarder. He's got 4 catches for 77 today. Damon Williams' day is done. Kai Horton comes in to make his Husky debut. The Tulane transfer takes a snap. He's going to gun it on the first play. Down the right side, he overshot his intended target, Chris Lawson, the true freshman from the Bay Area. And that could have been 6. He had beaten his man.
No, Coach Fisk goes, yeah, we're not going to hand that off on your first play. Come on out, young man. Air it out.
Kai Horton has played a lot of football. 15 career games over 4 years at Tulane. He had 3 starts in 2023. Only 5 career games against FBS opponents where he threw more than 2 pass attempts, but did have a start against Ole Miss. Has some experience. Handoff Adam Muhammad. Hot a space around the left end. Breaks a tackle across midfield. Finally, they catch up to him at the 45-yard line of UC Davis. Gain of 20 for Adam Muhammad. 6 touches, 62 yards. Cameron Totten on the stop, a freshman from Sacramento. I think we're going to start to see over the next 17 minutes and 17 seconds a lot of players that deep on the roster. Kai Horton goes under center. On motion, Kevin Green. Handoff out of Muhammad. Starts right, goes straight up the middle. Gets across the 40 to the 36-yard line. Gain of 9. Adam Muhammad approaching possibly his first career 100-yard game. He's got 7 carries for 70 yards. Also a catch for 15.
He's just such an impressive athlete. The size of him. But the boys up front tonight, you can see Carver Willis just pancaking, dumping guys. There's just no contact 5 yards down the field, and it's impressive to watch, but this offensive line continues to impress.
Dogs are sticking with those veterans on the offensive line. Horton going to throw to the end zone, trying to go back to Lawson again, throws into double coverage, incomplete. Chris Lawson, 6'1", 185-pounder, four-star wide receiver, committed last July. Chose the Huskies over offers from USC, Oregon, Florida, Penn State, and Cal. He and Raiden Vinesbright, hard to believe they're true freshmen.
Just a lot, just so many freshmen.
Yeah. Third down, 2 to go. Handoff out of Muhammad. Space on the right side, has a first down as the pile pushes forward down to the 32-yard line. And the Huskies move the chains. Adam Muhammad, 8 carries, 75 yards, another first down. 56-10, Washington leads as we hit the 1 minute mark in the third quarter. Still a lot of football to play here on Montlake. Des Roebuck checks out of the ball game as Kai Horton leads the troops into the huddle. Now out of the huddle. Quentin Moore and Cade Eldridge, the 2 tight ends off to the right. Jordan Washington about to get his first touch of the ball game. Handoff Washington around the right end. There's speed. 30, 20 up the sideline and pushed out of bounds. Jordan Washington to the 17-yard line. An explosive run for him of 15 yards, the longest of his career.
Yeah, just the youngster. You can see his gear too.
Well, I mean, supposedly in straight line speed, he's faster than DeMond Williams. So, like, you're talking about 2 electrifying runners there in Jordan Washington and DeMond Williams. But 10 seconds left in the third quarter clock, and the Huskies will let that time tick off. 4 fingers in the air. Dogs up by 46 as we head to the fourth quarter. Washington 56, UC Davis 10. We'll return in a moment after this word from Angel of the Winds.
Angel of the Winds Casino Resort is your base camp for adventure. Experience the best in live entertainment with concerts, comedy shows, and sporting events. Next, take a break at one of our 6 dining venues, including an award-winning steakhouse. Amenities also include free valet, bowling, sports simulators, and your favorite games. Whatever your calling is, know Angel of the Winds Casino Resort is the official escape for the dogs, and we're closer than you think. Learn more and plan your next adventure at angelofthewinds.com.
This weekend, Kohl's is giving away millions in Kohl's Cash in Store. It's like you're getting free shopping money. At least that's what I tell my husband. Yep, you're just making smart financial decisions, one trendy sweater at a time. Plus, all month, enter our online sweepstakes at Kohl's.com for a chance to win $200 Kohl's Cash. Some exclusions apply while supplies last. Giveaway ends September 7th. Sweepstakes ends September 30th, 2025. No purchase necessary. 20 winners per day. Limit 1 prize per person for entire sweepstakes. See Kohl's.com for official rules and details.
Hey Huskies, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field design Washington t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Washington in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
Tonight's game between Washington and UC Davis is presented by Dick's Drive-In, making delicious memories since 1954.
56-10, Washington cruising past UC Davis here tonight. 7 offensive drives, 7 touchdowns. They're working on an 8th right now. This will be the 7th play of the drive. They've already accomplished 47 more yards of offense since this series began. This is the first drive of the night and the first drive in the Husky career of Kai Horton, 5th-year senior transfer from Tulane, who is the backup quarterback this year for the Huskies. In his career, 53% complete, almost 1,000 yards passing, 6 touchdowns, 5 picks. A guy with a lot of physical tools and a good arm talent. Now just trying to get him caught up to speed with the offense, but This is Damon Williams' team, and it's also Jonah Coleman's team. Jonah Coleman, 5 rushing touchdowns tonight, just the 4th Husky ever, just the 3rd in the modern era to accomplish such a feat. The first since Corey Dillon in 1996. Denzel Boston with a punt return for a touchdown as well. Washington has worked its way through this game seamlessly. Adam Muhammad lines up on the left hip of Kai Horton out of the shotgun. There's a snap and a handoff to Muhammad. No contact until he's 3-4 yards past the line of scrimmage. He gets down to the 12-yard line, gain of 5 for Adam Muhammad. 9 rushes, 79 yards, trying to get him to 100. That's a young man that, again, he's got an All-American candidate in front of him, but they're looking at the replay here. That's a helmet-to-helmet shot. Adam Muhammad's okay. He bounced right up, but quick break out of the huddle. 2nd down and 5 to go. Snap, handoff, off right tackle. Adam Muhammad yanked to the ground by the shoulder pads at the 10-yard line. Gain of 2 sets up 3rd down and 3. McCray Madruga on the stop. 6'3" senior from San Ramon, California.
271 yards on the ground tonight on 35 attempts. It is just old school football.
283 last week.
Unbelievable.
Which, that 283 yards rushing last week was the 2nd most since 2017. And here they are on the verge of doing it again. Kai Horton takes a shotgun snap, handoff. No, Horton keeps it himself, and he races into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Kai Horton runs into the end zone for just the 3rd time in his career. A late flag flies for the celebration, but Kai Horton finds pay dirt, and the Huskies have a 62-10 lead on UC Davis.
Well, we thought that Kai was going to be the guy that likes to throw it. Kai's the guy that likes to run it. I mean, why not have another rushing touchdown tonight? It's incredible to see the difference between the way this team is able to just not only pound the football, but everybody can score tonight.
Play conduct. Defense, number 24. A 15-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
So that was against UC Davis. Huskies with a 7th rushing touchdown tonight. Gross on for the extra point. I've only got 5 games in Husky history that have 7 rushing touchdowns or more. Extra point kick by Grady Gross is good. This is the first 7 rushing touchdown game for Washington since September 6th, 2014, 11 years ago today, in a 59-52 win over Eastern Washington. You remember that one? Huskies ran for 7 touchdowns and 356 yards that day. That was the first year of the Chris Peterson era on Montlake. And now Chris Peterson's alma mater coming to town. And the Dogs rolling 63-10 on UC Davis. Timeout on the field. We'll take it as well and return after this word from your local station. This is Husky Football.
Hello, dog fans. Are you ready for the boys of fall? That's right. Valentine Roofing is running lines up and down Western Washington, making sure your neighbors' roofs and gutters are ready for fall weather. Hopefully the only blackout is at Husky Stadium. But if a nasty storm hits, like it does every year, is your roof ready? Your gutters? With 0 down financing available for most projects, Valentine will do the work now and you pay over time. Call 206 Roofing and get your free estimate today. That's 206 Roofing.
Are you an experienced HVAC technician? Local 32 is hiring now, partnering with top contractors across Western Washington. Earn top pay, enjoy paid on-call at $330 a week, and get 100% coverage for medical, dental, and vision for your entire family. We offer continuous training, free CEUs, and the chance to work on cutting-edge equipment. Are you ready to grow your career? Local 32 sets the standard in pay, benefits, and opportunity. Join Local 32, where your future begins.
The biggest score this football season? Feeding our neighbors. Bowen Scar Ford in Kent is driving towards collecting 1 million pounds of food in the world's largest dealer food drive. Donate shelf-stable food and get $20 off an oil change. Ready for your next ride? Bowen Scar Ford has your back with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty on all new Fords, plus a huge selection of certified used. Let's run out the clock on hunger. Bowen Scar Ford in Kent, a 2025 Car Guru's top-rated dealer.
Washington 63, UC Davis 10. Dogs kicking off from the 50-yard line after the penalty on UC Davis. 13:52 to go in the fourth quarter. Grady Gross has the ball on the purple W, and we're going to kick this away. We'll get you a legal ID afterwards. Fifth Big Ten team to score 60-plus today, the Washington Huskies. Mateo Perez back to return the kick, which I assume Grady's going to probably try to get through the uprights here. Let's see if he can practice his 60-yard field goals. Approaches the ball, and the kick is long enough. Couldn't tell if it was good or not. 63-10, Washington leads UC Davis. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Husky football from Learfield. Well, this is the most points the Huskies have scored since September 2017, a 63-7 win over Montana that day. Now the Dogs with a 63-10 lead over Big Sky rival UC Davis. Check down, ball got bobbled and nearly intercepted. Wow. That ball was nearly picked off by Hayden Moore, who was in pursuit on the play, as it was just absolutely dropped by Carter Vargas out of the backfield. Let's go down to the sidelines with Elise.
Yeah, guys, funny interaction. Jonah Coleman, some kids in the front row were asking him for his gloves, and he's like, no way, man, I got to keep these. I got 5 touchdowns in these.
That's true.
Couldn't give them away.
It's like a player in Major League Baseball that hits a landmark home run. They got to go get that ball. Send somebody to go get that ball. There's a pop pitch over to Zach Jones on a jet sweep, and he gets pushed out of bounds by Rylan Dillard Allen. Talented true freshman, but not before Jones picks up the first down. He got out of bounds at the 37-yard line, again at 12. It's been a fun one tonight, Cam.
Yeah, it's been a lot of points, my friend. It's been ground, air attack. Exactly what you wanted to see from this Husky team tonight.
Grant Harper out of the shotgun. Motion. Vargas into the backfield. Play fake, throw over the middle. They hit the tight end, and that's Winston Williams, who got decked on the play by Rylan Dillard Allen, but got all the way down to the 43 of Washington, a gain of 20.
Sneaky little play action pop pass there. Fake the inside and throw the tight end over the top.
Huskies 535 yards of offense to 152 for UC Davis. Motion Vargas into the backfield. Harper out of the gun. Play fake. He's going to throw into man coverage, one-on-one, and nice. Oh, I thought almost had the catch. Zach Jones came down with it, but unable to keep it there as Ramones Adams Jr., true freshman, making his Husky debut in coverage on that far sideline.
Gutsy throw with the one-on-one. It looked like he did have it for just a second, but
I want to talk about trying to get into Texas and recruit. Ramones Adams Jr. committed to Texas Tech before his junior year of high school. Reopened his commitment heading into the senior year, and Huskies able to snag him out of the Lone Star State as they run the ball up the middle. Taken down to the 45-yard line. Number 1, Carter Vargas loses a yard. It's going to be third down. 11. Bryce Butler on the stop. 63-10. Washington leading UC Davis with 12:08 to go in the fourth. Trip set off to the right, one wide to the left. Harper takes off and runs across the 45, dives forward. It's going to be well short of a first down as Vincent Holmes gets to him to make the stop. Gain of 3 for Grant Harper. Fourth down, and call it about 8. The 41-yard line of Washington. UC Davis with the ball. Huskies with the lead, 63-10. Cam, you're making your TV debut right now, buddy. As Royce Cleland is in the ball game.
I might have been just looking through the binocs
and just admiring the moment.
Hey, why not?
Royce Cleland sneaks into the ball game at left guard for UC Davis. A special moment as he makes his college football debut. Former Washington Husky transfers to UC Davis in the offseason. Timeout has been called. Pretty cool to see your son out there, Cam.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's certainly awesome to get a chance to watch it. I was ecstatic tonight just to be able to be a part of it and see how well Washington played. But then to know that your kids get a chance. I mean, anybody that's a dad or a parent, it's a lot of fun. No matter what, I don't care if you're getting beat by 1,000 or it's a 1-point game. Any chance you get to play college football, you love it.
Well, it looked like they were going to go for it on that fourth down, but then delay a game. Backs it up to 4th and 13, and now UC Davis will punt it away. Got Rashawn Clark back at his own 10-yard line. There's another punt for UC Davis. They've had a bunch of those tonight. Clark takes it in at his own 6 with a fair catch. Husky offense back out onto the field. Can this offense stay perfect? 8 drives, 8 touchdowns so far today. The special teams scored to boot. Washington 63, UC Davis 10. Dogs back on offense with 10:54 to go in the fourth quarter when we continue in a moment after this from Coors Light.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Hey, dog fans, be sure to stock up on your favorite tailgating items at Tailgate Central QFC locations across Puget Sound. Whether you're firing up the grill outside Husky Stadium or enjoying the away games at home, QFC will have your favorite tailgating items ready. Stop by today and see what the Husky tailgate vendors have for you to enjoy. Brought to you by Pendleton 1910 Bourbon. For those that seek a liquid that matches their tenacious work ethic, it's not just poured, it's earned. And by Tim's Cascade Snacks. Make it loud, make it bold, make it local, make it Tim's.
Toyota gives you the power of choice. Now through September 30th, get 1.75 APR financing or $3,000 customer cash on a new 25 Tundra. Excludes TRD Pro. Or you can lease a 25 Tundra SR5 Crew Max for $499 a month for 36 months with $40.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. A negotiable dock fee of up to $200 may be added. Call 1-888-48-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Tonight's game between Washington and UC Davis is presented by Dick's Drive-In, making delicious memories since 1954.
Andrew Allison back inside the network studios, getting you an Angel of the Wind scoreboard update as Washington leads UC Davis 63-10 in our game. 2 scores we want to get you. Michigan State moves to 2-0 after defeating Boston College at home in double overtime, 42-40, and UCLA's furious comeback attempt falls short, 30-23, UNLV gets the win. Once again, the score in our game, 63-10. Back to Tony, Cam, and Elise, guys.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Today's game proudly presented by Dick's Drive-In. We're proud to celebrate over 70 years of Fan Day with Husky fans. Don't forget your delicious burgers, fries, and shakes after the game. Dogs at their own 7-yard line. Worst starting field position of the day, but that hasn't stopped them from scoring on every other drive so far today. Huskies up 63-10 on UC Davis. Jed Fish's previous career high for points scored as a head coach was 59 at Arizona against ASU in 2023. Dogs have been unreal on the ground tonight as Kai Horton goes out of the shotgun for his second series. Shoulder fake, throws, nope, he's going to tuck it and go. Lower that shoulder, get down to the 10-yard line. Maybe the 11, a gain of 3 or 4 on the play. Second down coming up for Kai Horton and the Huskies. We're up by 53 points. UC Davis has given its backup quarterback, Grant Harper, 3 series so far. And might they go to their third-string quarterback camp? TV cameras are showing them right now. There's a snap and a handoff near side. Jordan Washington embraces contact and gets driven to the ground at the 15-yard line. Tough run of 5 yards for Jordan Washington, bringing up third down and 2.
I think we really need to focus on a lot about how many freshmen are contributing to this Husky team early.
Yeah.
I mean, not just in moments where, when games get out like this, but these guys are putting in a lot of time, and Coach Fish has put some, obviously he feels like these freshmen are ready, and he got them during fall camp and said, we're going to need these guys late into the season.
Justice Williams making his Husky debut. He's wide to the left. Audric Harris in the slot. Handoff. Washington. Speed to the outside. 20. Stiff arm 25. And down he goes 26-yard line. First down for Washington as Washington picks up the first down.
You're going to say a lot of that in the future.
Well, got to be clear. Jordan Washington with a run of 11 for the Washington Huskies. 4 touches, 30 yards today. Yeah, you want to know how fast Jordan Washington is? His 100-meter dash time in high school was the same time as when Jesse Owens ran at the 1936 Olympics. That is a pretty fast. Kai Horton, play fake, bootleg, throws across his body, caught by Justice Williams, who has his legs taken out, and he flips down to the 39-yard line, jumps up and points. First down, Justice Williams, his first career catch as the Dog.
Way to hang on to that football, young man.
His dad, Roland, a teammate of yours with the St. Louis Rams back in 2005.
Yep. And Roland and I were both same draft class.
First and 10, 39-yard line. Huskies hand it off again. Jordan Washington, pitter-patter before he gets up to the 42, maybe the 43. Short run on the play, setting up second down. Dogs up 63-10 with 8:06 to go in the fourth quarter.
Ooh, maybe that ball was out a little bit. Good thing he hung on to it.
Second down and 7 coming up. Justice Williams off to the left. Chris Lawson, true freshman, wide to the right. Under center, Horton, play fake. Looks to fire over the middle. It's caught by Lawson. Chris Lawson, his first career catch. Picks up a first down into UC Davis territory. Dogs get it down to the 36-yard line of the Aggies as we go down to the sidelines with Elise.
You guys, that's a pretty ball. On time, on target from Kai Horton. He's had some really nice moments here. And, of course, as you know, you're only one play away from being on the field. And it's nice to have him come out here in Husky Stadium and get some time.
Yes, ma'am. Gain of 22 on the play as Washington continues to march.
He looks like just a comfortable, experienced quarterback. Just no knock on it at all.
Hand off up the middle, and Adam Muhammad has his legs taken out from underneath him as Cole Batson gets him to the ground after a gain of 3 on the play. Muhammad, 11 carries, 84 yards. closer and closer to 100, but I think he's going to come out of the game here. Go back to Jordan Washington in the backfield. Huskies have the ball at the UC Davis 33-yard line. They have scored on every offensive possession today, leading 63-10, 6:28 to go. Snap. Bootleg, rolling out to the right. Kai Horton eludes a defender. He's going to go himself. 30-20, gives himself up. Down at the 25-yard line, and the Huskies have another first down. 600 yards of offense for Washington after that pickup. Well, the modern scoring record for the University of Washington, we all remember October 8th, 2016. Can't bring it up enough in Autzen Stadium when the Dogs put 70 on the board.
It's a 70 burger I still eat.
Handoff. Washington off right. Tackle. Picks up a gain of 1 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 9. 5:26 to go in the 4th quarter here. But unless UC Davis comes up with its first defensive stop of the ball game, the Huskies are going to have a chance to get 70 again for just the 2nd time in the modern era. The school record is 120 points against Whitman in 1919, and that's also the same game where Irvin Daly ran for 7 rushing touchdowns. Slant pattern caught by Justice Williams. Williams inside the 15, down to the 10. It'll be 1st and goal for the Huskies. So the 7 rushing touchdown record was from 1919. The scoring record was from 1919. But if you want to talk modern records, Husky offense with a chance to shatter both the rushing touchdown record and the scoring record, or at least tie those records here tonight. Jonah Coleman, 5 rushing touchdowns. You got Adam Muhammad in the ball game here for 1st and goal at the 10. Handoff Muhammad off the right side. Oh, just got tripped up as he falls forward to the 8. It's going to be 2nd and goal. 63-10. Huskies ahead by 53 points. 4:10, 4:09, 4:08 to go. Good crowd out here at Husky Stadium to enjoy the 2nd home game of the year. They're going to have 5 home games left after this one, all of them Big Ten Conference play. The next one of the biggest ones, maybe in school history. The #1 team in the country coming to town for just the 5th time ever. And the 1st time in a Big Ten Conference game. Handoff Adam Muhammad, stretch run to the left, up the left hash mark, tries to spin his way down to the 5-yard line, gain of 3 for Muhammad. 13 carries, 90 yards on the ground for Adam Muhammad tonight. It's going to be 3rd down and goal with 3:28 on the 4th quarter clock. Kevin Green checks out of the ball game. Huskies going a little bigger here. Got 3 tight ends in the ball game. Snap, handoff. Muhammad into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adam Muhammad from 5 yards out finds the end zone for the first time today and the 2nd time this year. And the Dogs are an extra point away from doing what they've only done in Autzen Stadium. 69-10 over UC Davis.
What a night on the ground.
Unreal. 9 offensive series, 9 touchdowns for Washington. On for the extra point, Grady Gross. 10 for 10. Last week, Jake Browning was in attendance. This week, he's getting ready for a game with the Cincinnati Bengals. But boy, would he love to point to the scoreboard tonight. Washington 70, UC Davis 10 with 3:02 to go in the 4th quarter. Timeout on the field. We'll take it as well and return after this word from your local station. This is Husky Football.
For over 45 years, Pacific Office Automation has been solving problems for business owners. However, the needs of our customers and potential customers have changed dramatically over the years, so we've changed too. If you run a business and want to find out how Pacific Office Automation can help improve your business processes and costs, call us today to request a free workflow audit. Whether it's managed print services, IT services, or data security, we're here to help. PacificOffice.com. Problem solved.
At Progressive, we understand the bond you have with your boat. It's why people name theirs.
I named my boat Sure Don't. Get it? The other day when my friend said, "Hey Larry, you want to head back in? It looks like it might rain." I said, "Sure don't." I guess they didn't get it because they didn't laugh.
Whatever you call your boat, protected by insuring it with Progressive, America's #1 boat insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. #1 rating based on boat market share data from ratefilings.com.
Your Barbasol shave is a time for self-reflection. Look in that mirror and ask yourself, can I make a real difference in this world? Of course you can. Just not today. The big game is on. Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
Snakes, zombies, public speaking. The list of fears is endless. But the real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. Distracted driving is what's really scary and even deadly. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Dogs up 70-10 on UC Davis. 3:02 to go in the fourth quarter. Tonight's game brought to you by Kohl's. They've got back-to-school styles that'll spoil them at prices that'll spoil you. From jeans and tees to sneakers and more, which means you can do it all without overdoing your budget when you shop at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Huskies kicking it away to UC Davis with a 70-10 lead. 3:02 to go in the fourth quarter. Huskies ahead. 628 yards of total offense, balanced, 304 through the air, 324 on the ground. 8 rushing touchdowns is the most Washington has had in a game since October of 1951 against Oregon, 63-6. What a fun night for everybody that came here to Husky Stadium that's aligned with this program. Dogs just celebrating with a 60-point lead. Now Gross with the kickoff, bend over end, fair catch called for, and it's taken at the 1-yard line. And now UC Davis will go to its third quarterback tonight, a true freshman from Vancouver, Washington, 6'1", 225-pounder, Jesuit High School, Trainer Cleland. And Dad is off to my right, looking through the binoculars, intently focused on this first play of his son's true freshman season. There's a snap to Cleland, hands it off, left side, and UC Davis powers the ball forward for a gain of 2, giving it to the running back for a gain of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 8 to go.
I can tell you, gentlemen, that's a lot better than his first varsity snap, which was the fumble. So at least we got that one out of the way.
That's Kai Asia who got the carry on the play for a gain of 2, but Cleland is out there at quarterback, and Cleland is also out there at right guard. How cool is this? Royce lines up at right guard for UC Davis. Trainer Cleland out of the shotgun. Quarterback. He takes a snap, drops back to pass, and a little bit of trouble. Rolls out to the right, fires a fastball. It's caught. His first college completion is connecting with Connor Bonacio for a gain of 8 on the play. What do you think?
Yo, I thought there was going to be a penalty on there for a second when I saw it.
Thought UC Davis moved a little early.
So did I. I mean, that was a courtesy by the officials.
Well, 2-minute timeout.
Oh, there we go. 3rd down conversion.
We've got Trainer's first chance at a 3rd down conversion when we continue here in a moment. Okay, we're going to keep it right here. Washington 70, UC Davis 10, 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And, yeah, guys. It's a special moment for Cam, for you and your family. You know, I think it was one of these deals where we were talking about what if they get in the game? What do you think? You're like, no, come on. Now they're out there on the field. How fun is that?
I mean, you remember, they grew up in purple and gold. Yeah. They didn't know any different than Husky Stadium. We've been here our entire lives from birth all the way through. So for me, for them to get a chance to play in Husky Stadium, that's against my squad. It's us as Huskies. It's pretty flippin' cool.
Well, and it's also Royce's college football debut.
Yeah, they both get an opportunity. It's fun to watch, but it's all about watching this Husky team dominate tonight, and they did it with so many just different weapons, but it was the ground attack and how they did it. They took advantage of a UC Davis team and went on the road, 3 games on the road. They're playing like, you know, this Husky team had to do this tonight, and we saw, you mentioned all the Big Ten scores.
Yeah.
And what they did across this conference to keep pace with what you're needing to do. You got to prove that this Husky team, and I know you mentioned it also, not getting any national notoriety of votes to be in the top 25. This Husky team, maybe it might take an Apple Cup win and a little bit of a butt kicking over there, and I'm looking forward to that game.
Yeah.
We need to go over to Pullman and handle business.
Well, Washington looking increasingly like a team that's capable of doing so after a very impressive performance today against UC Davis. 70-10, Huskies on top, scoring the most points that they've ever scored. And not only since the 2016 game, but that ties the modern record. What they did against Oregon that day and Eugene's Autzen Stadium, but also this is the most points they've ever scored in Husky Stadium in the modern era. So pretty cool to see. All right, Trainer Cleland goes out of the shotgun again here on 3rd down and 1 for UC Davis. The count. 3rd down, about a half a yard. There's a snap. Gets the handoff off to Asia. And that's Kai Asia. Is able to pick up a yard to get the 1st down up to the 36-yard line. Armand Parker on the stop for the Huskies, who have been able to kind of weather the storm these first couple of weeks without a whole lot of depth to rotate in. Omar Khan is out there for the Dogs, making his college football debut. Handoff up the middle again. Asia close to a 1st down as he motors his way forward for a gain of 9 on the play. Elenius Davis comes off the line of scrimmage to make the stop along with Anthony Ward. 8 rushing touchdowns today for the Huskies, the most any college football team has had in the 2025 season so far. USC and Navy had 6 in week 1. Final minute of the ball game. Trainer Cleland out of the shotgun. Movement on the line. Nope, timeout. Washington. 48 seconds to go in the ball game. Huskies up 70-10. From here, it's a bye week for the Huskies, and then got to get ready for the Apple Cup. You know, it's
on the road, no less.
Interesting to think about the fact that the Huskies don't currently have possession of that trophy, because just with all the momentum that this program has right now, it doesn't feel like that's the case. But the truth is, the truth is that thing resides in Pullman right now. The Dogs want to bring it back home.
It's a tough opening road game too. New coaching staff over there, all new team you got to get ready for, new designs, new offense, new defense.
From the 44, scratched out from the 46-yard line. First down, snap to Cleland. Cleland in trouble, being chased. He's going to just chuck it out of bounds to the Husky sideline outside the tackle box. It'll be an incomplete pass. Second down coming up for UC Davis. Washington State got to 2-0 today. Man, they had a close call with Idaho.
Sure did.
In week number 1, but they handled business against San Diego State at home today, 36-13. Second and 10 on the way for UC Davis. Snap to Cleveland, handoff Asia, and he goes off right tackle and picks up 3. Washington 70, UC Davis 10, with 30 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. So good to get the win here tonight in convincing fashion. Good to do it in a way that makes everybody feel that this offense is capable of some great things, and the defense pitching a shutout here in the second half as well. Snap, Cleland drops back to the 40-yard line. Pressure coming as he unloads. There's a completion. Nice crossing route as he delivers a strike to Tyler Hennessy. 4th catch of this season. He's driven out of bounds at the 31-yard line by Griffin Miller. And that'll do it for this ball game. Washington puts up the most points it has in Husky Stadium modern history. A 70 spot on the board for Washington tonight as the Dogs hammer UC Davis 70-10. And the Dogs get to 2-0 on the year, heading into the first bye week before they head to Pullman for the Boeing Apple Cup next week. Let's go down on the sidelines to Elise.
Hey, Jonah. Hold on 1 second. He's saying congratulations to one of the UC Davis coaches here, Jonah, after a great game. Hey, Jonah.